ladies and gentlemen. Today is October 27th. We got your Commanders. We got your Chiefs on a Monday night. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that thumbs up. And, of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Click that bell. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream. As we get into this one, right? Chiefs are 4-3. Commanders 3-4. Jayden Daniels is out. Marcus Mariota will be in. So we'll have to see how this goes, right? We know that Mariota has a skill set similar to Daniels, but does bring, more of a veteran presence. Now, he did have, a few interceptions or a couple interceptions. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. And he's not in his prime anymore. But maybe we won't see the same kind of situation we've seen with, Andy Dalton in such a, such a hostile environment like when the Panthers played against the Bills. So we'll have to see how this one goes for the Commanders against the Chiefs. It's Monday night. It's prime time. We'll see how it goes. What up, legend? Shout out to you, man. It's going good. It's going good. How about you? Shout out to you, James. What up, bro? Shout out to Revan in the building. Trent in the house. What up, Trent? Shout out to you, Lisa. Yeah, everything is good. Everything is good. Everything seems to be fine. I think the issue that we had was, like I said, it was the breaker and the vacuum. So there can be no vacuuming when I'm streaming. I don't know what it is with that specific line. We've got coffee makers and everything. It's ran through the whole thing. I don't know what it was. Things charging, but when that vacuum came on, it shut everything down. So I don't know. It must be a hell of a vacuum. I mean, it just does what it does. It's a regular house vacuum, so I don't know how it could pull that much wattage and cause that to happen. But hey, doesn't matter. We got it all figured out. We're back. We're back on a Monday night. Yeah, that's what I figured. But we have all other kinds of stuff on it. And it's never been an issue until yesterday when she decided to turn on the vacuum. So I don't know. But we're all good. We're all good. Shout out to Newman, says Commanders can win tonight. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not saying that they can't. I think that it's quite possible. What you got to be in your A game, right? Your defense has the ball out. You got to pressure Patrick Mahomes. You're going to have to, get good stops as far as for the wide receivers. You got to put the clamps down and, make sure that he's not going to the well. Travis Kelce. You got yourself a chance, but you do got to move that ball. You do have to move that ball. Shout out to you, Frederica. Good to see you. Good to see you. Wrench Gang in the building. Shout out to you, Mark Griffin. It's good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Daniel in the house. Let's go. So subject, government, shut your heat off. Speaking of, let me go ahead and turn it on. There we go. I had to cut it on. You know you good when you got the remote for your heat. This is a little too high. Let me turn it down a little bit. There we go. All right. We're ready, y'all. Shout out to you, Geneva. Good to see you. Good to see you. Shout out to you, Dan, in the building. This is good to see you, gang, without any cable required to watch, without a doubt. Shout out to you, Dante. Says, evening, young man, sir. Got my French toast and veggie omelet ready for you to call the action on the main screen. Man, you got the French toast and the veggie omelet. Listen, breakfast is good all day. Breakfast is good all day. I rock with it. I could eat breakfast from sun up to sundown. Shout out to you, Dante. Jeff Holst, what up, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. I said, we miss you. How was your week? Oh, it's been pretty good. Pretty good. Shout out to you, Reggie in the house. Go Bills. I see you. I see you, Bills Mafia in the building. All right, y'all. Badilla tacos with verde salsa. All right. I had Dave's. Had a couple sliders and some fries. I know I shouldn't have did it, but I was in a rush and I just needed something quick. I'll get my salad tomorrow. Shout out to you, Ernie T. What up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's go, Mafia in the building. As far as the likes, y'all, we're currently at 15. We're currently at 15. Let's keep it going. Let's try to get up to that 100 before kickoff. You know how we do. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that thumbs up. I do appreciate the love and support as we keep it going. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe, click that bell, turn on your notifications, that way you don't miss a stream. Reverend in the house. Shout out to you, Ryan. Good to see you. Good to see you. Shout out to you, bro. Trent says, I had a taco salad. That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. Says, all the way from the Bahamas, go Bills. Hey, how's the weather down there? They got that hurricane coming through, huh? I seen it was supposed to be a category 5 coming through Jamaica. Make sure you guys are, safe down there and prepared and all that good stuff. Much love to you and yours. Chiefs need to lose. We'll see. Shout out to you, Teresa. Good to see you. Says, hey, everyone, I'm on for a brief second. Have a great show and a great game of football. Good to see you, Teresa. I appreciate you. Much love to you and yours. All the way from Utah. Go Broncos. Listen, we ain't even got there yet. We got to talk about that tomorrow. We got to talk about what happened to the Cowboys, y'all. What happened? Shout out to Mr. Kojak coming through with the $2 super chat. Showing the love, showing the vibes. I appreciate you. Listen, 22, and then you allow the Broncos to put up 44 on you? 44? And I had Dak on my fantasy. I was so embarrassed. So embarrassed. Fortunately, the opposing squad is up they got 103. We got 117. But they got Worthy. So they need 13 and a half to beat us. We're going to see how this goes tonight. 44 crazy. Yeah, it was wild. You let the Broncos put up 44 on you. And you supposed to be America's team. We got to discuss these things. We got to discuss these things. For sure. It says, I don't know if you know, but I'm beginning to feel like the Commanders were a better name than their other name they used to have. I mean, we could say it. We could say it. What's my name? Say my name. We can say the Redskins. It's still supposed to be the Redskins. I don't care what nobody say. It needs to go back. There was actually a petition in which they said that they wanted the old name back. So I think it should go back to the Redskins. That's what I'm thinking. I think Cincinnati has lost their ways and went and downgraded overtime. I mean, what are you going to do with Joe being out? Right? What are you going to do with Joe being out? What's going to happen with, that team unless you have a veteran presence? And I get why they decided to bring over the other Joe Flacco, and, to kind of keep something going until Burrow gets figured out. And it's just sad because you got so much talent over there with, Higgins and Chase and Brown, and just, that whole chemistry over there with that Cincinnati Bengals team is being wasted because of the injury issues with Burrow. What are you asking yourself when it comes to the Burrow situation? How long is this team willing to wait while talent is wasting away for him to get it together injury-wise? There's a lot of questions that's going on with the Bengals right now. And there needs to be some answers. So hopefully Flacco can figure it out. At least for now. Shout out to you, Shantae. Good to see you. Says recently got a new phone. Let's go. New phone on deck. New phone. Who this? Listen, I'll be getting calls from all kinds of numbers. I don't even know. I'll be like, I ain't even answering. Says, would the Giants have won if Scottaboo hadn't got injured yesterday? It's hard to say. I mean, yeah, I think he's a good factor, but I can't really call him a game changer yet, right? I think he contributes to the squad for sure, and the chemistry that him and Dart have is absolutely wonderful. But I don't think we're calling Scottaboo a complete game changer yet. It's just too early in his career to do that. Too early. With that said, we're currently at 34 likes. Let's try to get to 50, y'all. We need 16 more. 16 more likes, 16 more thumbs up. Let's try to get to that 50. We need 16 more likes as we keep it going. Tater, what up? What's going on with you? Good morning. Where you at? You overseas, huh? He's like, good morning, Jay. You overseas somewhere. All right, y'all. So with that said, can I get to the spread? Can I pull up the spread? Can I pull it up? There we go. The spread is 11.5. Obviously, Chiefs are favored. The over-under is 48.5. Plus 450 on the money line for the Commanders, a minus 700 on the money line for the Chiefs. Basically, Vegas is saying that this is going to be a home run, but we know how Monday night games work sometimes, right? There's a lot of money on the Chiefs, obviously being at home. And, Monday night, they love to play a little bit of games sometimes. Sometimes they do. And they're expecting 48.5, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. The Atlanta Falcons are confusing. Frauds. Just call it what it is. Frauds. How you going to play so strong, competitive, and then go out the way that you just went out? Frauds. Call the Falcons what they are. It is just ridiculous. You think you got something going, you see some momentum somewhere, and then it just completely vanishes. It's gone. It's gone. It's weird. It's really weird. And why the hell are the Colts 7-1? Why are the Colts 7-1? I don't care about easy schedule or whatever you want to say. Why are the Colts 7-1, y'all? We got to have it. It ain't because Carly's sitting on the sideline. All right. It's not because Carly on the sideline micromanaging. Something is going on with this Colts team. We got to talk about it. We got to talk. Well, she's on the sideline and they're just playing amazing for her because she's over there micromanaging. No, that is not it. Daniel Jones has got into a great system. He has been playing stellar football. In fact, he's been playing so good that he's on his way to get a contract. A real contract, in fact. An amazing contract. So we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. Let's start it off early, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Allen coming through with the $100 super chat donation. Let's go. Shout out to you, Brian Allen. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $100 donation. Says sitting at 5-2. Let's see where our number 2's at. Next man up. Shout out to you, Brian Allen. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support and the donation, my friend. You want me to get the door? No? Oh, okay. We good. Shout out to you, Mr. Kojak, coming through with the $5 super chat. Says, how about the no Eagle turnover and the blatant offsides no call? Listen, yesterday there was a few calls. There was a few calls that was very questionable. All right? Very questionable. Nobody's talking about the fumble that happened when Aaron Rodgers threw that ball down and they said it was incomplete. Listen, why is nobody talking about that? Aaron Rodgers threw the ball down. He threw the ball down. And literally his hand was in the motion of throwing it down. But my problem is, all right, you call it incomplete, whatever. Where's the receiver at? Who's he throwing it to? You have to either rule that a fumble, or there has to be a flag for that. You can't just let Aaron Rodgers do that. But it's Aaron Rodgers, and I know it's primetime game Sunday night. What are we doing? What are we doing? And that was a hell of a game. That was a hell of a game for sure. For sure. But yeah, like I said, we're seeing it every week. We're seeing the calls every week. We're seeing the blatant Vegas and New York scenarios where, if they feel that something can completely turn the tide, or I'm assuming if there's tons of money on a specific scenario or situation and they have the ability to flip the coin, they're gonna flip it. They're absolutely gonna flip it. So Rogers was angry. It's very angry. Very angry. All right, y'all. We're getting ready for kickoff here. Let me get my screen right. Let me get my screen right. All right, we should be good. All right, so here we go. We have kickoff to these Commanders, and they will get all the way down the field onto the 43. To the 43 as Mariota and company come out on the field first. And here we go. Here we go. Fernando says, yo, I like the Commanders. I'm in between on this one. I really am. It's split down the middle for me. I think the Commanders have a strong chance, but you got the Chiefs at home. Chiefs are hard to beat at home. I mean, I know a team that could beat them, but All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for these Commanders as we have motion. Mariota takes a snap, quick throw to the right side. That's going to be caught for about 5 yards. It's that Samuel Sr. on the catch there. 6 yards on the catch. 2nd down. It says Commanders need to win. Bye-bye, Chiefs. The Brady rule. Yeah, that's exactly. Aaron Rodgers is a master of that as well. Here we go. 2nd and 4 as they now go with the quarterback keep. Mariota on the run, dives, and he's probably going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to be 3rd and about 1 as they'll mark Mariota short. Shout out to you. Mark says, Debo. He's like, my mama gave me that chain. All right, here we go. 3rd and 1 for the Commanders as Mariota takes a snap. They go back to the run here right up the middle as this will be about 3 yards in the carry. 1st down for the Commanders as Krosky Merritt gets the 1st down. Krosky Merritt says rules are simple here. Be nice and enjoy the game. Surprise. I can't talk today. Surprised flag wasn't thrown. It's Monday night. Here we go. 1st and 10. 10 seconds on the play clock. Mariota changing up the play here as the Chiefs show a blitz. They switch it up and bring 4. Play action. Mariota throws left side out to the flat. This is going to be caught. And this will be a pickup of about 5. And that's going to be Debo. Debo for 5 yards on the catch. So the same thing happened a few months ago when I got angry about the situation. Forgot me at the gym. Oh, why would she forget you at the gym, yo? I voted Washington. Listen, I don't think it's going to be an easy game, but like I said, I'm right down the middle. It can go either way. It's not as simple as Vegas is calling it. As it's going to be 2nd and 5 here, 5 seconds on the play clock. Mariota takes a snap. They go back to the run up the middle, and this will be for maybe a couple as it's going to be 3rd down. Andy Reid needs to retire. I mean, I think he's still got some time under his belt. We got to stop making people older than what they are, yo. As long as he works on his health, he'll be all right. So 3rd and 3 at the Chiefs 38. And here we go as Mariota takes a snap, keeps it himself, runs, gets a nice cut, still going. He picks up about 7. 1st down, Commanders. Okay, like I said, Mariota's got some tricks in the bag still, right? When you put in Mariota, it's not like you're missing too much. of Jaden Daniels. Yes, we know that Jaden has a little bit more athleticism. He's a little faster. But that veteran presence and the skill set that you get out of Mariota isn't too bad if they can just play good football and not make many mistakes. Here we go. 1st and 10. As we have a 3 wide receiver set. Toss to the right side now, out to the flat, gets a good block, and we'll pick up about 9 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 1 as the catch by McCaffrey goes there. Shout out to Roberts. Just kidding. Great to see you tonight. It really shows you like them Chiefs. Y'all funny. Y'all funny. 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Did y'all see Justin Fields talking about how he was crying in the closet? That's tough. New York is tough. If you ain't ready for New York, just don't do it. New York is tough. 2nd and 1 as Mariota handoff here right side and will once again break through for another first down as Krosky Merritt picks up 3 yards. They said that he said he was crying in the closet, just hoping that New York could get a win. And that just shows you, it's tough. It's tough in New York. And, they'll spit you, they'll eat you up and spit you out in New York. So hopefully he can figure it out. But here we go. 1st and 10 as we have motion, 8 seconds on the play clock. Quick throw once again, and that is dropped by Debo. I think that's a fumble. Wow. And that is going to be Chiefs ball, fumble recovery. They'll take it over. What? Samuels drops the ball. Chiefs recover. Oh, no. It smacked him right in the face. No one gets picked. It wasn't a fumble. My bad. It literally went off of his face mask, bobbled in the air. It gets picked off. 1st and 10 Chiefs. Like I said, you make mistakes, and this is what's going to happen. Don't make mistakes, and you wouldn't have this issue. It's sad. It's sad. So sad. Wow. With that said, quick timeout commercial break. We're currently at 57 likes, y'all. 57 likes. Make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. Let's try to get to 100. We need 46 now. 41 now. All right, 41. 41 more likes, 41 more thumbs up to get to that 100. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications. That way you don't miss a stream. Shout out to you guys. This is walking them down. Just everything was going good. And there you go. This is I'm really digging the Cap J, but I would say the Jets and the refs are one for Mangold. Rest in peace. Yeah, rest in peace to Mangold. That was really tough to hear. They said that he was asking the fan base for if they had a kidney. It's sad. It's sad to hear it. Being in the NFL, you make these teams all that money, put your blood, sweat and heart into these games and these teams, and it just goes to show, no matter how much money you have, when it's your time, it's your time. It was sad for sure. Tyrone says, Jay, admit it, you're scared of the Chiefs. I mean, first off, I'm never scared. I have concerns in the postseason. I have concerns, which is rightfully so. But I'm never scared. That just sounds kind of crazy. It's like, admit it, you're scared of the Chiefs. No, I'm not scared. I do have concerns for the Chiefs when they get to the postseason, though. I think that's warranted. Shout out to you, Eric. What up, man? Says, let's go, Commanders. Hey, Rich family and Bills, Mafia and Jay. Shout out to you, Eric. Good to see you, bro. Rich gang in the building. Says, why would I be scared of the Chiefs? Mariota walked them down. Well, he's got to finish the job if they're going to win here. But like I said, it's 50-50. in this one. It can go either way. If you allow these Chiefs to get hot, well, it's going to be lights out. Lights out. So here we go. Quick run for about 2 yards. It's now going to be 2nd and 8 for these Chiefs. And here we go as the Commanders show a 5-man rush. 15 seconds on the play clock as Mahomes takes a snap, pressure, looking, steps up on the run, fakes the throw, goes down. He gets sacked. That is a loss of 3 yards. 3rd down. Quick shout out to Christopher coming through with the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $2 donation, my friend. I appreciate you. Shout out to you, George. What up, man? What's going on with you? So getting the shots going. You know, I wanted to bring out the Baileys because, you know, it's a little cold. Just to get a little warm, you know, a little warm drinky drink. Nothing too crazy. I don't need the Patron. But just, you know, bring out the Baileys for a nice chilly night. As Mahomes steps up here on the run, hits that right side, still going in. He will not get there. He's going to be short. Let's see where they spot the ball. Let's see where they spot the ball. Is it going to be short? Let's see. As he is on that, what is it? Close to the 40. He gets bumped and he steps out. So we'll see where they spot the ball. Shout out to John X. Says Travis should play a game in the wedding dress he's going to. Yo, y'all are wild. It's going to be 4th and 1. 4th and 1. And we'll see what the Chiefs decide to do here. It's 4th and 1. Now, this is tricky, right? It's 4th and 1. You're at the Kansas City 41. You know, I'm not sure. Does Andy want to be aggressive here this early in the game? Does he want to be this aggressive this early in the game? Very interesting. Says days I remember watching Oregon back when I was young and in grade school. Reason that made me chase football to play, watch Mariota. Michael James, Kenya, bro, was amazing, and cheers, mate. Much love. Shout out to you, Days. Yeah, you know, for me, I think that the biggest thing that made me gravitate towards football when I was a kid, and I remember seeing like Jerry Rice just go up just like real high for this catch in the end zone. And it was absolutely amazing just seeing that as they go for it here up the middle, breaks through, and as usual, Kareem Hunt, 5 yards. Chiefs will get the first down. Yeah, Jerry Rice, you know, and just seeing that moment really resonated with me as a kid. And I was like, you know, and as much as I love basketball and watching Jordan back then, Jerry Rice was just special at that time too. But here we go, 1st and 10. As Kelce motions. They go back to the run here. Left side, no gain. They get stopped. As that commander says, no, not this time. Newton on the Commanders defense making the play. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Shout out to you, September girl. Good to see you. Good to see you. Sunday night vibes. Lisa says, I see an interception coming. You know, so Mahomes is good for 1, right? Now, when they're clicking, he doesn't throw it, but he only throws that pick under pressure. So we'll see how it goes. 2nd and 9 here. 8 seconds on the play clock as Mahomes under center. Hunt in the backfield. Play action. Rolls right. Throws high. This will be caught wide open. Xavier Worthy on a big pickup. 27 yards. 1st and 10. Chiefs. Yeah, Jerry was amazing for sure, Mark. Without a doubt. Just, you know, the stuff that he's doing or he was doing back then, and you look at the stuff that, you know, Chase is doing now, and you're like, oh, man, we've never seen anybody do what Justin Jefferson is doing or Jamar Chase is doing. It's like, yo, go back and look at Jerry Rice highlights. Go back and look at Randy Moss highlights. There's a reason why you got mossed is a thing. As Mahomes tries to go back to Worthy here, it's going to be incomplete. And 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. I like KC when Lenny Dawson played, Jay. You talking a while ago. Talking a while ago. Shout out to you, Kobe. What up, man? Yeah, it's cold. It's getting cold. Freeze advisories and all that. So here we go. 2nd and 10 as Mahomes takes a snap. Low snap, picks it up. Quick throw. He gets hit before he gets rid of it. It's going to be 3rd and 10, incomplete. As this Commanders defense trying to hold these Chiefs to a field goal. So it'll be 3rd and 10 at the Commanders 26. The Commanders 26. Let me I gotta fix my screen here, y'all. My bad. I know y'all like seeing the last play. So there we go. All right. Shout out to you, Purple. Good to see you. Good to see you. Shout out to the Wrench Gang and the family in the building. It is now 3rd and 10 for these Chiefs. As Mahomes changing up the play here. 10 seconds on the play clock. The Commanders bring 3 this time. High throw, left side, and that is picked. Was he out of bounds? I think it was picked. We just talked about it, y'all. We literally just talked about it. When he's under pressure, he throws a pick. And this one, once again, is a red zone interception that Patrick Mahomes has thrown. This Commanders defense means business, y'all. Timeout commercial break. Timeout commercial break. Mark says the call was made. Yo, that's crazy. Said Vegas calling in picks now. Yo, that's wild. So, yeah, Mahomes throws a pick in the red zone, and the Commanders now take it over 1st and 10. So, I mean, what? Call it a wash? Right? Call it a wash. Debo, obviously, couldn't catch the ball, bounced off his face mask. Chiefs got a pick. And now, right, Mahomes throws the ball. Commanders get a pick. Like I said, for me, this game was 50-50. It wasn't easy to say, who truly had the upper hand in this one, even though the Chiefs were at home and all that kind of stuff. The Commanders have a strong defense. Very strong defense. And this is going to come down to who wants it more. Who wants it more? Lisa says, I hate cold weather. Yeah, I mean, now that I'm getting older, for me, it's like when it gets in the bones, it's tough. When it gets in the bones, it's like, ooh. You get that ooh feeling. I hate the cold now, yo. It's just like it was like 30 degrees yesterday. I was like, ooh, let's go. And I got this nice little heater blowing behind me though, so everything's good. But when you walk outside and you feel that crisp air after it was just 70 degrees, it's not a good feeling. Not a good feeling. Shout out to you, Amy. Good to see you. Says, hey, gang. Let's have a great night. Football season getting good. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Good to see you, Amy. Who called the pick? Put respect on their name. Listen, I said it. Said it. He's good for one. I said it. Somebody else said it too. I think Lisa said it too. He is good for one. How's the fantasy looking? Oh, they need 10 points. Oh, it's crazy. They need 10 points to win, y'all, and they got Worthy. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Quick shout outs to Mike Hamby for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Commanders as Mariota changes up to play here. And here we go. 10 seconds on the play clock. Mariota takes a snap. This is going to be a handoff. Left side, cuts back in, picks up about 4 yards. It'll now be 2nd down. Shout out to you, Jeff King, the legendary Jeff King in the building, showing the love, coming through with the $50 super chat, y'all. I appreciate you, Jeff. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Hit that like, y'all. Hit that thumbs up. We're currently at 80. We need 20 more to get to 100. Hit that like, hit that thumbs up as we keep it going. 2nd and 6, another toss to the left side, fighting through, trying to get every yard possible. We'll pick up about 6 on the carry, just short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 2 coming up. 3rd and 2 coming up. Appreciate you, Jeff. It says, if we need the Commanders to put a hurt on the Chiefs when we play them. Well, I want a good football game, but then I need the Chiefs to be at full health because I don't want any discrepancies come that week 9. We don't want no discrepancies. So here we go, 3rd and 2. As Mariota back in the shotgun, takes a snap, looking, rolls out, right side, quick throw. That's going to be caught. Nice space, big pickup, as this will be a big first down. 24 yards for McNichols. First down for the Commanders. Eric says, I need the Commanders to win with the spread and the over. Well, he's going for it all. Say, I need the over and the Commanders. He's like, I took that plus 450, Jay. I took that plus 450. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. 8 seconds on the play clock. As we have motion. Mariota takes the snap, play action, looking, rolls right, once again in trouble, gets out of it, throws across the body. This will be caught once again. Another 1st and 10 for these Commanders. Those feet, ooh, nice little toe tap with the ball in hand. Good control. All right, McCaffrey for 15 yards. Okay. See, I told y'all. I said it. Mariota still had some steam in him. Another quick throw now going back to the right side after the play action. This will be about 5 on the catch. 2nd down now. I have 200 bet on the Commanders. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. You got the money or the spread. You had the spread and the over. Okay, I thought you went money line. That money line in the over would have been crazy. So here we go. 2nd and 6. 10 seconds on the play clock. We're now down to 2 minutes and 25 seconds in the first quarter here. As they go back to the run, left side, running into a wall. We'll pick up 2 yards in the carry. It's now 3rd down. 3rd down. We're at 90 likes, y'all. We need 10 more. 10 more likes, 10 more thumbs up to get to 100. If you have not, make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications that way you don't miss a stream. And here we go, 3rd and 3 for these Commanders as we just under the 2-minute mark. Mariota directing traffic, takes a snap here, has time, looks right, steps up on the move, will get tripped up and tackled and goes down. That's going to be a sack, loss of a yard, and it's now 4th down at the Kansas City 40. So 4th and 6. What do you do here at the 40, right? What are you going to do? Analytics says go or kick. Looks like they're going to go. 4th and 8, analytics says it's a go. So here we are, 4th and 6. They're going to go for it at the Chiefs 40. 5 seconds on the play clock. Mariota takes a snap. Pressure. Chiefs bring everybody. Steps up. Quick throw. It's caught. It is caught right on the line. And we'll see where they mark it. Ertz was just across that line for the first down. And I think they got it. Was that knee down? We got to see where they spot this ball. This is not the situation you want to be in. It's 4th and 6. You went for it at the 40. And now the refs are going to spot the ball. Let's see where they spot it. Andy's looking like he's ready to throw out the flag right now. All right, so he is right at the line, turning. That knee is down. I think it's right there. That knee is down. It's literally so close. I wouldn't be surprised if they turn this over. It's either or. He's right there. It's right. It's literally inches. And I don't think he got it. They're going to do the virtual measurement, and they're going to call it short by 5 inches. So it is short. Turnover on downs. First down, Chiefs. Quick shout out to Motivational Dre, as well as Kyle Spears and Gab the Reader for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Says refs need to get hit with the bottle. University YouTube says, came to your channel from another. You're so much calmer and more relaxed. Yeah, without a doubt. We're chill over here, man. Chill vibes, always a good time, family friendly. It's like a big family just watching the game together without, the crazy drunk uncles. I mean, we still got the crazy drunk uncles. They're just like chill and relaxed too. So let's go. As far as the score, we're still locked in at 0 apiece with 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Look, it's been a defensive battle. And I don't think you can ask for any more out of Ertz than trying to stretch for that 5 yards. And he did the best that he could. He did come up a little short. Now Chiefs ball. So shout out to Lee, my freedom beasts. Hey, I resemble that. Oh, man. All right, y'all. So we're currently at 100 likes. I do appreciate the love and support as we keep it going. Next goal is going to be 150. 150. If you have not, make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up, and of course, make sure you do subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications, that way you don't miss a stream. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. We're tied at 0 apiece. No touchdowns, no field goals as of yet. Both teams playing highly competitive, a defensive battle for the most part. Purple says, I confess to the crazy drunk uncle. Yo, Phillips, that crazy drunk uncle that sits in the back sniping out. Yo, he's like, snipe the bots. I remember, like, we'll be sitting here having a good old time, and like Philip will come out of nowhere. Like, bots are gone. It's like, oh, yo, he's chilling in the background. He's up there in the mountains, just sniping them out. Shout out to you, Philip. I appreciate you, man. A Palace says Chiefs are the best. Throw the bottle at me, pal. Listen, you're only as good as your last game, right? So to say that they're the best, I do think that we can't say that right now, considering they're not, I think, even in the top of the power rankings right now. They're still a respected team, but to say they're the best, I mean, that's kind of tough. But here we go. As Mahomes in trouble, throws on a screen, and this will get brought down. Immediate loss of yards. Loss of 5 as they go to Rice there. It'll now be 2nd and 14. This Commanders defense is on it, y'all. On it. So here we go. 2nd and 14. We're down to 40 seconds here in this first quarter. It says, confessing to the crazy drunk uncle is like a public service announcement. 2nd and 14, 10 seconds on the play clock as Mahomes takes a snap. Pressure, steps up, throws right down the middle. This will be caught for a pickup of about 10, maybe 10. It's going to be Rice for 10 yards. It's now 3rd and 4 coming up. 3rd and 4. Says Mahomes be cooking. I mean, okay, I guess. Sure. It's been an interesting start to this game for sure. It's the end of the first quarter, y'all. We're locked in at 0 apiece. 0 apiece. Shout out to you, Angels. Hey, Jay. How are you? It's been such a huge while since I've seen you here. Angel, good to see you. All good times, all the fun times. We've been locked in for 5 years. I know some of y'all, pop in and pop out, and some of you don't be on YouTube for a while, and you come on. We still here. We now 75,000 strong as of yesterday. Shout out to y'all, every last one of you, for being here, being a part of the community, being a part of the channel, getting us to 75,000 subscribers. Still going strong. Still going strong. Gab the Reader says, been a Chiefs fan since they sucked. Used to listen to my dad yelling at Schottenheimer all the time growing up. Became a single mom to a boy who loved football, and we bonded over Chiefs football. Listen, those are the kind of stories that are really great to hear. And that just shows the power of football, and the community of it, and how it brings people together. No matter, who you're a fan of. We got fans of all 32 teams here. It's always a good time. Always a good time, and it's always great to have, all different kind of fans from all different kind of teams, and we all respect and have fun with each other, and it's great. It's great. So shout out to you, Gab the Reader, without a doubt. Yeah, for sure. It says only if the drunk thinks he can dance or sing. Listen, you gotta have your the drunk unk on the grill who has the open toe sandals. Those are the only unks that know how to cook on the grill. They gotta have the open toe sandals, or at the very minimum, a pair of New Balances. Those are the only two people you want to see or at the grill. It's got to be some open toe sandals or a pair of white New Balances. That is it. It can't be nothing else on the grill. That's just the reality of it. Preferably with a beer in the hand, and there you go. The food's going to get done right. Shout out to you, Wendy Lee. Good to see you. Good to see you. Been a while. Says, want to see the 100K plaque from YouTube? Listen, we for us it's like a marathon. It's like a marathon, and it's gonna happen, and we'll be here for it. Here we go. 3rd and 4. Mahomes quick throw. This is gonna be caught, and 4 yards on the catch, just there for the first down, as that's gonna be Smith-Schuster getting these Chiefs to the 46, 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Says I want the Blue Jays to win too, but I think the Dodgers will win again. Yeah, I'll tell you this. Shohei is such a generational talent. And that whole Dodgers team as a unit, obviously going up against the Blue Jays, it's competition on both sides. A lot of good baseball players. I think this thing is going to go. It's going to go the distance, and the MLB is going to love every minute of it because they're going to milk it for every penny they can. I think this thing is going to go the distance for sure. For sure. Yeah, he carries the Dodgers for sure, without a doubt. But after the run by Mahomes, picks up about 7. It's now going to be 2nd and 3, as we have 10 seconds on the play clock. Play action, quick throw over to Kelce. He gets wrapped up immediately. That's going to be a loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd and about 5. Once again, big 3rd down here for the Chiefs. We'll see what they decide to dial up. It says, I hate them Dodgers. The Chiefs are obnoxiously good. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes' ability to, make plays and be that playmaker he is what defines who he has on this team. Like, for instance, you take Hollywood Brown, you take Xavier, you take a throw here to Kelce that gets picked off. That's 2 picks in 1 game. Wow. Just when you're giving this man some praise, he throws another interception, and the Commanders have it back, 1st and 10. This is crazy. I'm just giving the man some praise, and he throws a pick. Wow. But I did say it at the beginning of the game. I said if you jam up Kelce and you make him force to pass, he's gonna throw a pick because he wants to go to the well. Obviously, Kelce's the well, and he threw a pick. There you go. Says I just tore my controller. Not the controller. Dang. Says my goodness, how about them Cowboys? No comment. They let the Broncos put 44 up on them. Like I said, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Indiana Jones is cooking. Listen, I got nothing but good things to say about the Colts. Nothing. Like I said, we got to talk about that too because we have to break it down. Because if you're telling me that, the NFL owners need to stand out on the sideline with a clipboard during the whole game for their teams to start playing right, they better get out there. If what Carly is doing is motivating these guys to go out there and play top-notch A-grade football, more owners need to get out there on the field and get a headset on and a clipboard in hand. Now, I'm not saying Carly's the complete reason why. But what I'm saying is I think having that involvement from your owner, having a good culture, having a good locker room, obviously having a good coaching staff, and some talent, you found a recipe for success, and you've now got the best record in the NFL at 7-1. So, there you go. There you go. So, quick timeout commercial break. We're down to 12 minutes and 59 seconds here in the second quarter. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Commanders after the interception. Says that hit Kelce right in the hands. That wasn't on Mahomes. That was on Kelce, the interception. I mean, unless your name is Jerry Jones. Yeah, I mean, but the stat goes to Mahomes. So even though it was on Kelce, right, the stat goes on Mahomes. As Mariota looks, throws high. This is going to be caught. Big play down the field. As this is going to be 22 yards for Bates on the catch. 1st and 10 for the Commanders. How about that Skins secondary? They balling. As Mariota's going to fake the handoff, runs to the right side, picks up 9 yards on the scramble. It's now 2nd down. 2nd down. Quick shout out to Martisha Brown for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. 2nd and 1 here after the 9-yard run for the Commanders. We're down to 12 minutes and some change here in the second quarter. And this is where the opportunity should come from this Commanders team, right? You got to pick. You got another stop. You need to cash in. You got to start cashing in on these mistakes that the Chiefs have made so you can have an opportunity to get some kind of a momentum in this game. As they toss it here to the left side, a little low for Debo, and he's going to lose a couple yards here. It'll now be no gain. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. He threw a great pass. Kelce messed it up. Yeah. I mean, that's same thing with Debo, right? It hit Debo right in the face. It bounced off his face mask and then it got picked off. So, shout out to you, Melvin. You act like you don't know where I'm from. All right, here we go. 3rd and 2. Big 3rd down here for the Commanders as Mariota takes the snap. Quick throw left side. This is caught and short once again. Chiefs defense, both sides. You have to give credit for both sides. They're getting some big stops. It's now 4th and 1. You're at the Kansas City 28. Listen, you're not going to win with field goals. I think you go for this. I think you go for it. And that's exactly what they're going to do. 4th and 1. And here we go. Here we go. 10 seconds on the play clock. Mariota directing traffic. The Chiefs show a four-man rush. 4 wideouts. They bring the blitz now. Mariota throwing high, looking left side, incomplete. No flags. No flags. This is wild. I don't know why you got to throw that ball. Why not just run it? It's a yard. Why not sneak it? You got a big body. You can run for a yard, right? Why are you throwing down the field to the end zone? It's 4th and 1. We're still tied at 0 apiece. It's now Kansas City ball, yo. Kansas City ball. Exactly. I don't know what he was doing. It's crazy. I don't get it. I do not get it. It's 1 yard. Whoever called that play, it's crazy. With that said, y'all, we're currently at 134 likes. Next goal is 200. 200 likes, 200 thumbs up. We need 166 now. Sorry, 66 now. Way ahead of myself. We need 66 now to get to 200. If you have not, make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. We just need 66 of you to hit that thumbs up, that like button, so we can get to our next goal of 200. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications, that way you don't miss a stream. I do appreciate the love and support. All right. Shout out to you, Josh Hoggins. What up, man? It says prayers for my cousin. Her surgery went well. Yeah, prayers up for your cousin, without a doubt. I'm glad to hear her surgery went well, and may she recover fast. Without a doubt. Reverend, shoot me a message. Shoot me a message. I gotta go through a lot this week. Emails and messages, but yeah, shoot me a message, and I will make sure to put that on the priority list. I appreciate you. Says my mom is all up on me because of the shoe and the controller. Listen, you gotta take it easy. As we're on this commercial break timeout, you gotta work on your anger management. You can't be breaking controllers. You can't be throwing shoes at the wall when your favorite quarterback throws an interception. You just gotta relax. You just gotta relax. Have fun. It's like he throwing shoes and controllers at the wall. That's crazy. Says hope not, since 1943 Giants versus Lions 0-0 tie. I don't see that happening. As this is going to be a handoff here left side. Pickup of about 5 yards as they get Pacheco going now. He's in for Hunt. It's going to be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. I bet 600, me and my friends. Okay. All right. So 2nd and 6, as we're now down to 15 seconds here on the play clock. Mahomes back in the shotgun. Pacheco motions. And here we go as he changes up the play here. The Commanders showing a 4-man rush. As this is going to be a handoff to Pacheco. He gets wrapped up after picking up about 4 yards. It's now 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Shout out to you, James. What up, man? Says, hey, Jay, just got in. Your Bills look dangerous in case he needs to wake up and not overlook Commanders. I agree. I said it at the beginning of the game. I said that this was probably a 50-50 and it was a little bit more even than what Vegas made it seem. And we're seeing that from the defenses on both sides. I mean, Mahomes is 5 of 9, 37 yards and 2 interceptions. It's crazy. 3rd and 2, quick throw to Kelce, as this will be caught here for a big gain. 11 yards, and that will get the Chiefs the first down. Purple said, hot grits. Yo, I haven't had grits in so long. It says, hot grits. All right, y'all. Kelce gets 11 yards on the catch. And that will lead to a Chiefs first down. Fish and grits sound real good right about now for sure. As we're down to 8 minutes here, 8 minutes and 30 seconds in the second quarter. Mahomes goes right side high, wide open. Kelce once again. Huge pickup, 31 yards for Kelce. And now these Chiefs are all the way down to the 22, 1st and 10. I said it. Commanders had multiple opportunities to score. And unfortunately, they're trying to beat the Chiefs at their own game. And now they're backed up to their 22 with the Chiefs 1st and 10. 1st and 10. This season has had some underdog surprises. No one can blink. The parity in the league has definitely evened out, as this is going to be a handoff here to Pacheco. He picks up about 7 on the run. It's now 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. I think we need a miracle for Washington. Otherwise, forget about it. We need a miracle for the Commanders. As far as the time, though, time's flying, right? I think because both sides are keeping this ball on the ground, and we haven't really had any flags. As Mahomes' little toss here to the right side. And this will be just short, it looks like, of the first. And the market's short. They'll call it 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. So I threw my flag on the Chiefs for holding. It's like I had to throw my own flag. My own flag. Yeah, we haven't seen any flags yet. It's kind of crazy. Not since the first quarter and now into the second quarter. I just noticed that there's not been one flag. So they go back to the run here, right up the gut once again, and this will be about 6, maybe 7, and a 1st and goal for the Chiefs. For the Chiefs. Says, is it parity or you can't play D? I mean, I wouldn't say that, right? Because both sides have interceptions, and in fact, the Commanders' defense has 2 interceptions. The offense just wasn't able to execute. The offense just wasn't able to execute. But here we go. 1st and goal for the Chiefs now. Handoff to Kareem Hunt up the middle, runs in, touchdown. And that is going to be how this game gets started for the Chiefs. Big time touchdown. I'm sorry, that's Rashee Rice. I apologize. Somebody's mad at me now. Jay, I thought it was my anytime touchdown with Kareem Hunt. Oh no, that actually didn't go in. He's short. That elbow's down. It's going to be 2nd and goal at the 1, as Rice is actually short. They be celebrating all early and they know they be short. Why do they do that? It's like he knew his elbow was down and it was short. He in the end zone celebrating. So let's see. They're gonna check it again. I think he's short. Says Kraft mac and cheese cooking up this week. All right. Well, we don't do Kraft. I mean, if we do mac and cheese, we do homemade. We ain't did Kraft in a long time. I think it's short, y'all. They're probably gonna call this one back. We'll let the refs figure it out. But that elbow is definitely down. Definitely down. Chiefs and refs working together. Listen, there's been no flags. No flags. Unless I missed something, I haven't seen one flag yet. So it is short, like I said. It's going to be 2nd and goal at the 1. And so now, can you stop it? Can you hold them to a field goal? Because once again, I think you go back to Pacheco here, or it's going to be a Patrick Mahomes run to the right, and we'll see how they do it here. 2nd and goal. Right at the 1, as Mahomes calls for motion. Worthy, left side, handoff up the middle, and that will be a touchdown. There it is. It's confirmed now. Kareem Hunt. I was right the first time. There it is. Kareem Hunt gets credited with the touchdown instead of Rashee Rice. So there it is. There it is. So now they get started with the score. Obviously, this defense was eventually going to break and give up one, and Mahomes being Mahomes was able to get this Chiefs team down the field. Pacheco with a good run sets everything up down at the goal line, and then Kareem Hunt scores on the 1-yard run. Extra point is good. Score is now 7-0. 5 minutes and 46 seconds left in this second quarter. This game is flying by. With that said, we're currently at 155 likes, y'all. We need 45 more likes, 45 more thumbs up to get to 200. 200 likes is our next goal. If you have not, make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Click that bell, turn on your notifications. That way you don't miss a stream. I do appreciate the love and support as we keep it going. Quick little timeout, commercial break. As far as the votes go, we're currently at 338 votes, 62% for the Chiefs. Shout out to you, Andrew. It's like, don't blow a fuse, Jay. Never that. I'm chilling. I'm having a good old time. Did you hear the Chiefs crowd booing after they took back the touchdown the first time? Like, they need to stop with that nonsense. It's not like you ain't got it the second time. He was short. I don't know why they were booing. He was short. I mean, I get it. You got to think about it from like a Chiefs fan perspective, right? They're so used to being dominant and scoring at will. And so the fact that it's taken this long, 5 minutes and 46 seconds left in the second quarter to score, it looks a little interesting. It's like, wait a minute. What's going on here? What's going on? We got to get this touchdown. We got to get this TD. But yeah, they finally get in, and there you go. Touchdown it is. It says, I love the skins when they are on baked potatoes. Yeah, I like baked potatoes. As far as the skin and everything, I'm not too sure about the skin because you don't ever eat the skin. The skin normally gets discarded, unless it's flavored right. Especially when you get like a baked potato or a loaded baked potato, the skin's never really right. It's always about what's inside that matters. That's could use that for like life too. It's not about the outside skin. It's about the inside that matters. Commanders get the ball back as they get down to the 34 after the Chiefs touchdown. They'll start over down 7-0. 7-0. Shout out to you, Carl and Tracy. Good evening. Says it's been years since I had started listening every game with you. It's a great time. Thank you, Go Bills. Shout out to you, Carl and Tracy. Good to see you guys. I appreciate you both. So here we go. 1st and 10 now for the Commanders. 10 seconds on the play clock as they go to the handoff here. Defense makes a stop at that line. That's going to be a loss of a yard as the Commanders cannot get that going on the run. What up, Frank? So just got back from Popeyes before they close with my chicken. What did I miss? You missed a couple picks from Mahomes, and then a pick on the Commander side as well. A little bit of back and forth, and then the Chiefs finally scored with 6 minutes left in the second quarter. It's 7-0. So not much, to be honest. Not much. Where are you broadcasting from? New York. New York, my friend. As that's going to be a good catch here. Commanders 22 yards by Sinat. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Kansas City 44. And here we go. As 4 minutes and 30 seconds are left here in this second quarter, Mariota takes the snap. This is going to be a handoff to the left side, pickup of maybe a yard. It'll now be second down. Second down. So what do you think about the World Series, Jay? Listen, I think you got talent on both sides. I think this thing is going the distance. But I got to give the edge to the Dodgers. I got to give the edge to the Dodgers. It's just Ohtani, it can carry the team on his back. And I just don't think that, the Blue Jays have that, as Mariota is in trouble here, gets out of it, hits that left side on the run. He'll pick up 5 yards. It's now going to be third down. But yeah, I think it's going to go the distance for sure. It's not going to be easy, but I think the Dodgers may pull it off. I think they may pull it off. Shout out to you, Tyrone. Says, fun fact, I found your channel by rolling over on a remote. Look at that. You see how God works? He's like, you know what? You need to watch him. Shout out to you, Victor. Here we go. 3rd and 5. 5 seconds on the play clock here as Mariota takes the snap, looking in trouble, gets out of it, steps up, high throw. It's going to be caught, as this will be a big play that turned. It started off as nothing, and it turned into something huge. 19 yards for McNichols, and now the Commanders are down at the 20. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Providence, my friend. Providence. What do you think about Gates and a face for NFL poker games? Listen, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. I know it's going to drop. I know it's coming. I'm just waiting. NBA had their bombshell moment. It's coming for the NFL. As Mariota's going to keep it now on the run, and he will get knocked out of bounds. Second down. Mariota is something. I said it earlier. He still got it. He still got it. Shout out to you, Jeff. It's all good, bro. It's all good, bro. We good. We having a good time, bro. It's all good. I appreciate you, Jeff. Shout out to you, Grace, coming through with the $3 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $3 donation. Rich gang in the building. Good to see you, Grace. So that's going to take us down to the 2-minute warning. It's 2nd and 11 for the Commanders on the KC 21. Quick timeout. Quick timeout. I bet Mahomes is going to take 3 hits. We'll see. Mariota is the leading rusher so far. It's funny. I said it earlier. He has a similar skill set as Daniels. So when you put him in, I think you're losing a little bit of the accuracy, right? But he can run, he can throw. And, if you wanted someone that could potentially hold things down for the Commanders while, Daniels was figuring out his injury, or until he gets back, I think Mariota's a good decision. Without a doubt. I think it's a good decision. I'm still disappointed in my Dolphins team this season. I've been following them since I was 10. Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation there, man. I mean, I don't know what to tell you as far as about those Dolphins. Tyreek Hill was in good spirits, though. I mean, I guess that's a good thing, right? Tyreek Hill was in good spirits, so I really think that McDaniel needs to go, and I think you guys need a new quarterback. That's just my thoughts on it. McDaniel needs to go, and I think the Dolphins need a new quarterback. So there you go. So now as far as the votes go, we're currently at 63% for the Chiefs. Shout out to the traveling alien trip check. I'm surprised Tua is still playing. Yeah. I mean, we talked about it when he had his first concussion and his second concussion. And I'm like, well, listen, at some point you're going to need to think about, your health and your family. You're already rich. You made plenty of money. Why subject yourself to this kind of a situation? But hey, he's choosing to stick it out. 2nd and 10. Quick toss left side on a screen. Plenty of space. Good blocking. As this will be about 10 yards, they'll call it. It's going to be 3rd and 1. As McNichols gets it going again. 3rd and 1. Down at the Kansas City 11. Mariota is lucky the Chiefs back is nice guy. He would have smashed him when he jumped. I thought about that too, Larry. You read my mind. As soon as I seen it, I just didn't mention it. I thought about it too. I was like, he's lucky. Because if this was 10 years ago, he would have got smashed down into that field. Straight up. So, but I also think he was playing discipline because these days it's also a flag and potentially a fine. So I think it was more so discipline than being nice, if you know what I mean. Shout out to you, Jose. Says, who is better, Chiefs or Commanders? I mean, if you bring, Daniels back, I think you have more of an even situation. But with Daniels out, I think you got to give the edge to the Chiefs. I think you have to give the edge to the Chiefs. So they're going to say that this was short, but it looks like he may have been across the line as the call has been reversed on an official review, and they're going to say that it is a 1st and goal. So there it is. 1st and goal at the Kansas City 10, 15 yards on the catch and run. It says, well, a transparent uniform might be disturbing for some viewers. What? You guys are wild. Scary for Washington. He still could have when the quarterback was running. But you're right, today football is not the same. Yeah, it's not the same. There's no way you get away with slamming him at that point when he's so close to the sideline and the play is basically over. So 1:26 here left in the second quarter. It's 1st and goal. I'm assuming at this point, or 1st and 10 rather, I assume that you're going to want to try to run this clock down if you're the Commanders, right? You don't want to score fast and leave all this time on the clock for the Chiefs. So you're probably going to see a couple runs, make Kansas City use their timeout, and then try to punch it in. But shout out to you guys. We're currently at 175 likes now. We need 25 more. 25 more likes, 25 more thumbs up to get to that 200. 200 is our next goal. So make sure you guys hit that like, hit that thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications. That way you don't miss a stream. Jay, do you think Rodgers and Flacco will retire after this season? Yeah, I think Rodgers, if he doesn't make it to the playoffs, he's got to go back to Green Bay and retire. 1-day contract, go ahead and retire as a, Packer. And Flacco, I mean, yeah, I think he, wanted to make a little bit of money, then he'll go back on the couch and chill out with the family. So it's quite possible. But here we go, 1st and 10. 5 seconds on the play clock. Mariota takes the snap. He's going to run it himself. And he's going to lose a yard. I don't like this. I mean, you've got a running back for a reason. Give it to the running back. Give it to the running back. I mean, the play was a run, right? So give it to the running back. Instead of you getting tackled and slammed down and, because the only person they have left after you is Johnson. the journeyman. It's been like 15 different teams. So here we go. 2nd and 10. 5 seconds on the play clock. Mariota takes a snap. Looking. In trouble. Gets out of it. Throws right side high. This is incomplete. No flags. It's now 3rd and 10. Clock stops at 104. Try to fit it over to Debo. And it looks like, ooh, that was in your hands, Debo. That was in your hands. What is going on? Oh, no, that might have been a catch, y'all. That's a catch. Hold on. We got to see if he got control. Does he have control? No, he lost control. It came out. It came out. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. As Mariota takes it, steps up, throws high, right side, end zone. This is incomplete. McLaurin not able to stay in bounds, has it in his hands. Highlight reel. Wait, that's a touchdown. What is the ref talking about? That's a touchdown. Both feet are down. He's got the ball in his hands. He's got control. That's a touchdown, y'all. Touchdown, Commanders. That's a touchdown. Ref was like this immediately. He was like this immediately. It's a touchdown. Both feet are down. He's got control. Yo, these refs are funny. These refs are funny. As soon as he went down, the ref was like this. He's like, what? What kind of game are we watching? I don't get it. I really don't. Listen, it was plain as day that he caught this ball. So I don't know why the ref would do that. Like, I don't know if he needs glasses. I don't know if he needs the LASIK. But when I tell you that this was the easiest touchdown he could have called, I don't know. I don't know. Shout out to Crystal Sylvester to B says, okay, hold on. That was a touchdown. I love the Chiefs, but I saw that. What was that? You see what I'm saying? I don't get it. And y'all know me, like I'll get on the refs when I need to, but I really don't like to. But this situation was really bad. When I say it was really bad, it was clear as day. If you were standing there judging this pass in the catch, a 5-year-old could have told you this was a touchdown. So what is he doing waving it off? We got to have a discussion about this. It needs to happen. It needs to happen. To be honest, he lost control. Where? How did he lose control? He had complete control. Both feet were down. He went down with the ball in one hand, tucked close to his body. He had complete control. Crazy. Shout out to Jasper, says, I love Commanders. Fans so happy so early. Debo? Yeah, I mean that wasn't that wasn't Debo. That was McLaurin. Oh, the Debo, yeah. He didn't have it, but McLaurin did, 100%. Shout out to Perry coming through with the $20 super chat. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $20 donation. I appreciate you. Thank you for the $20 donation. So, yeah, that was an easy catch. I don't understand why. Like I said, there's going to be a discussion about that one because he waved that thing off way too fast. But with that said, we're not going to take away the shine from the moment. Commanders do score. McLaurin with the touchdown. And the extra point is up. It is good. And we're tied, y'all. 7 apiece with 58 seconds left here in the second quarter. This is Mariota is playing pretty decent. The ball was dropped right in there. This is exactly what Dan Quinn was saying at the quarter. Going to have to play hard to win. I said it, limit your mistakes. You shut down Kelce, right? You create opportunities, for this offense to really have a good scheme, and Dan Quinn's put it together. He's put it together. So there you go. Says Mahomes probably throw long and try to go for 3. I don't think he can. I think he's in a position to get picked off. He can't throw that long ball out there with that defense. I think if he does get anything, it's going to be short screen. A big play could be made maybe after the catch. But if he throws that long ball, it might get picked off. So he's probably going to have to keep it short. So we're tied at 7 apiece. 58 seconds left here in the second quarter. Got ourselves a ball game. There it is. Cool. All right. So now the Commanders will kick it back to the Chiefs. They'll take it here from the 10, hits that left side, and will go down after taking a big shot at about the 28. There's also a flag down on the field. Finally. I mean, I don't like to see flags, but we haven't seen a flag in a while. And they're going to call, looks like, holding on the receiving team. That's going to push Kansas City back to the 15. First and 10. Shout out to you, base player. Says the Chiefs will lose. Mariota playing good. We'll see. W Cars, what's going on with Rice? He's been in a couple times. He almost had a touchdown. They called it back. So here we go. First and 10 from the 15 as Mahomes back in the shotgun, takes a snap, pressure, looking, steps up on the run, still has it, plenty of space, so pick up 15 yards on the scramble. It's now first and 10 at the 30. We're down to 40 seconds. Kansas City has 1 timeout, and we know how well Patrick Mahomes can work with seconds left on the board, as he's going to step up here once again, throws left side now. This is caught by Kelce to the 40. And they're now down to 24 seconds. They'll call a timeout. Kelce needs 1 touchdown against the Washington Commanders to become the 5th tight end to notch over 80 receiving touchdowns in a career. Wow. Listen, I got much respect for Travis Kelce and, his skill set and what he's been able to do. And we know, obviously, he'll be a Hall of Famer. But to me, Travis Kelce is a wide receiver cosplaying as a tight end. I mean, you put him in the, Antonio Gates era, Rob Gronkowski era. You put him in the slot. He's no tight end. He's no tight end in that era. So I think, as much as we think Kelce's a tight end, I think he's more of a wide receiver. So here we go. First and 10 for these Chiefs. 13 seconds on the play clock as Mahomes directing traffic. The Commanders show 4 on the rush. Mahomes, low snap, pressure, steps up, throws high, right side as this is thrown incomplete. Takes a shot at the end. Second and 10. Shout out to Jessica, says at least Marcus Mariota is playing much better than Andy Dalton did in Charlotte against the Bills. I must admit, they curb stomped Carolina 40-9. Recover soon, Bryce Young. Shout out to you, Jessica, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Andy Dalton looks like it's over. It's got to move on. Here we go. Second and 10. 18 seconds on the clock as Mahomes drops back, throws right side, a laser to Worthy. It's going to be batted down, incomplete. Third and 10 now. 12 seconds on the clock. Tie ball game, 7-7. And at this point, I mean, maybe you try to throw a Hail Mary here to the sideline. Maybe somebody comes up with it because you have no timeouts. And what a defensive play by the Commanders. Third and 10. I thought Dalton retired. No, he was sitting on the Panthers bench. So here we go. 3rd and 10 as Mahomes looking, in trouble, and just throws it away. It's now 4th and 10. 6 seconds on the clock. And I don't think anybody was over there, but it probably doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't think anybody was over there. So 4th and 10, and they'll punt it away. Great defense from the Commanders. This is what you want to see on a Monday night, y'all. Good game so far. So they will call it. I figured they were going to call it. So flag was thrown. It's going to be intentional grounding. Nobody was over there. Why is Mahomes talking to the ref? Nobody was over there. Where are you throwing it? It's intentional grounding. Nobody's over there. Wow. It's like, what is the deal with this? Like, he knows nobody's over there, and he goes and talks to the refs about it. For what? So 4th and 20. 4th and 20. I didn't think you could contact receivers before the ball. You mean within the first 5 yards? Yeah, my fault. There's no punt. They're just going to run the clock out. So there it is, y'all. It's halftime. Score is 7-7. Not 77-7. It's 7-7. Kansas City will receive the ball after halftime. I'm going to get some snacks and rehydrated, and I'll be back for the half. Shout out to you guys. We are currently 12 likes away from hitting 200, so make sure you guys hit that like, hit that thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel. Click that bell. Turn on your notifications. That way you don't miss a stream. And I will be back shortly. Oh, that's wrong. Come on, Jay. Get it together. Yeah. That's supposed to be that right there. We should be good now. There we go. All right, y'all.
System feels right, 'cause I came here to dance, 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 dance the night away, dance, 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 dance the night away.
All right, y'all. So we got about 2 minutes. 2 minutes left until kickoff. Shout out to y'all for rocking with us on a Monday night. On a Monday night. So yeah, we're tied up 7 apiece. Commanders, Chiefs. So far, what I've noticed, what I've seen, I think Marcus Mariota has still got it. Playing fairly decent, not making many mistakes, right? Taking care of the football, using his legs, using his arm. I think the game plan that they put together for Mariota is absolutely working. And this is where a quarterback and an offensive coordinator really, really knows their quarterback strengths and weaknesses and is able to play on them. And I think that's what we're seeing out of the Commanders. And then, I mean, when you talk about the defense, they've been playing lights out. And if they can keep up this energy and, stay consistent, then, they may very well get out of Arrowhead with the win. But on the flip side, Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. And, besides the obviously 2 picks and a couple sacks, he's still been playing his ball. Now, not his best ball, but he's been playing his game. And so I think tonight it's maybe even a little bit surprising for him. Wow, I didn't expect this defense to be like this and bring this much pressure. And so by bringing the pressure on Mahomes, it's now allowing them to get good stops because you've now trapped up or jammed up Kelce. You've jammed up Worthy. The run is really inconsistent. So you're dealing with more of an even game. And I said this at the beginning. I thought it was more even than what Vegas was saying. And so it turns out that, you have more of an even situation that goes in favor of the Commanders opposed to the Chiefs, even though they're at home. Because the Chiefs don't like to have that feeling, back up against the ropes in the regular season. In the playoffs, in the postseason, yeah, back up against the ropes, you give us 30 seconds, we're going to come down and find a way to score. That's just what it is. We respect the Chiefs for that. But in these regular season games, it gets a little interesting when it comes down to the, down to the wire, end of the game type scenarios for the Chiefs. And these Commanders may be able to pull off something here, something upsetting. So there it is, y'all. As we wrap up halftime, heading into the second half. Shout out to you, Angels. Says Blue Jays are winning 4-2. Man, like I said, they go on the wire. They're definitely going to the wire. Says you frontin', where's the Baileys? Like I said, I thought about it and I was like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe next game. We'll see. Maybe next. I'm probably going to need it next week. You already know. I'm definitely going to need it after that Chiefs-Bills game. So you could bet on that one. For sure. Shout out to you, Tyler. Says, hey, Jay, congrats on the Bills W over Carolina. How about them boys? Go Bronco. Listen, I was just saying it. I mean, there is no excuse for the Cowboys, but you have to give all the credit to the Broncos. Defensively, offensively, just took care of business. And I got nothing but respect for the Broncos after what they did, without a doubt. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, as the Commanders will kick it back to the Chiefs as we get started here with the second half. This will be taken here from the 2 all the way down to the 25, still going. Breaked a couple tackles. We'll go down at the 33, it looks like, as there's also a flag down on the field. And we'll see what this is about. So they're going to get flag happy now for the second half. They're going to call offensive holding. It's going to be on Kansas City, so that'll back them up to the 20. It's now 1st and 10. Carlin Tracy says, do you think the Bills having a week off will factor next week's game? Well, they just came back. Just came back. They played the Panthers. They beat the Panthers 40-9? Yeah, 40-9. I think at the end of the day, it's the Panthers, right? It's a good, okay, let's get back on track game. But playing against the Chiefs, that's what's really going to show the heart, the grit, and determination that this team really has. So we'll have to see what happens. James Moorhead, what up, man? Been a minute. Let's go. Says my Raiders. Listen, I'm sad to talk about it. I wanted to see Pete Carroll go do great. It's disappointing for your boy Jay. So here we go. Quick toss left side. This is going to be caught and a pickup of maybe 4 or 5 yards for Rice as he tries to get it going. It's now second down. But yeah, I wanted to see, Pete Carroll do some good things, but unfortunately, I think, making Geno the starter was just a terrible idea. I mean, you got Brock Bowers, you got Jacoby Myers, you got Aston Ginty. Like, what are you doing? The Trey Tucker. Like, what are you doing? You've got quality over there and a quarterback who can't throw. It's bad. So here we go. 2nd and 5. 3 seconds on the play clock. As Mahomes takes a snap, pressure, looking, steps up, throw is tipped, and then, whoa, what a hit. Wow, I knew a flag was coming after that. I knew it. Lattimore came through, or was it Wagner? I think it may have been, Lattimore came through on a big hit on Gray. And that was shoulder. What's the flag thrown for? It was shoulder. See, I could see if it was helmet, they're going to say he was defenseless. Okay, all right. See, now, in y'all know what I want to say. I'm not going to say it. They just didn't like the veracity of that hit. And, they dropped that flag. So 1st and 10 Chiefs. Quick shout out to James Moorhead coming through with the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you with the $2 donation. Let's go. So quick toss left side. This is going to be over to Gray for 8 yards. And this will lead to a second down. Markeith says, Jay, going for the Dodgers? Yeah, I think the Dodgers take it at 7. It's going to the wire. Without a doubt. Mark says Niners get the Giants for 3 rebound game. Okay. So here we go. 2nd and 2. 10 seconds on the play clock here as Worthy motions on that left side. They go with the handoff here. Pacheco right up the middle. He'll pick up about 6 before he gets picked up by everybody and then sat back down. They're like, you better calm down. Listen, everybody picked Pacheco up. It was like 6 people around him. They all picked him up. That was crazy. Quick shout out to Larry Compton for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $2 donation. Geno Smith was a draft bust. After one good season, Pete Carroll and a recency bias and rolled the dice, former Jets, and really work out. As Mahomes has all the time in the world, throws right side over to Kelce. So much space, nobody's over there.
Question for you. Who do you got next week, Bills versus
38
Kansas City?
yards for
I got the
Travis
Bills
Kelce.
destroying
He had
Kansas
so
City.
much space. Nobody thought that Kelce needed to have somebody on him? Wow. He gets all the way to the Commander's 9, untouched. In fact, he ran out of gas. That's the real reason why he went down. He ran out of gas and then tripped up before he got touched. Wow. 1st and goal for the Chiefs. Quick shout out to Scott coming through with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Says, question for you. Who do you think got next week? Bills versus Kansas City. I got the Bills destroying in Kansas City. Um, it's very easy to say destroying. And there's a problem with saying that because we talked about parity earlier. We talked about this Bills team and the issues at defense. Obviously, Ed Oliver's out now with the torn uh, bicep. Milano's out. There's so many issues and problems with this Bills defense, and they're really just starting to figure out their offense. Right? Obviously, you get Cook going, you get him going early. He's going to get you some good space. Elijah Moore is now starting to come into his own, but with this Chiefs team, you've got the old group together, right? The Chiefs remind me of that old band that can get together and still get on that stage and give you a good show and still be able to sell out that show. And if you don't show up ready to play on that level, then you're going to lose the game. Now the benefit to the Bills is you got Josh Allen. That's the reality of it. If you got Josh Allen, you got a chance to win any game. Your X factor is going to be whether or not he shows up. But shout out to you. Thank you for the support, Scott. Thank you for the $5 donation. So here we go. As Mahomes takes a snap, runs right side, flag is thrown after the throw to Worthy, as Mahomes is pointing towards the end zone. And we'll see what this is for. It looks like it may be on the Commanders. I'm assuming there may be a hold. And there it is. They're going to call holding on the defense and the offense. So offsetting penalties, and they'll do it over. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Says, man, I don't know if the Chiefs playing tonight are they will lose. Chiefs from last week going to eat. We'll see. So if you're going to keep up with the Chiefs receivers, you got to be 4-4 or faster for everyone but Kelce and Juju. And that's where the hands come in, right? Can they catch the ball? Because we know that Mahomes wants to get that ball to Kelce, right? He wants to go to the well. If it's not there, obviously go with the run to Kareem Hunt or Pacheco, obviously. But in these kind of scenarios, right, these red zone scenarios, they want to get away from the throw. They want to get away from the throw, as this is over to Gray. It's going to be incomplete because now it's 4th and goal. You're 4th and goal at the 2, and he's looking like he wants to go for it. And I think the Commanders may have gotten away with a hold here in the end zone, as it looks like. Yeah, I think they were holding each other. Yeah, they were holding each other, it looks like. They're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. 4th and goal on the 2. As we have motion. 4 seconds on the play clock. Mahomes takes a snap. Pressure. Looking. Rolls. Left side. Throws. High. Wide. Open. In the end zone. Touchdown. Chiefs, ladies and gentlemen. Kareem Hunt. Called it. Shout out to you, Larry Compton, coming through with another $2 super chat donation. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $2 donation. Tennessee Tactical, what up, man? Good to see you, bro. Wrench Gang in the building. Just all the time in the world, right? All the time in the world. They're looking at Mahomes because he's running towards the end zone and just let Kareem Hunt slip through, and wide open touchdown. Extra point is up. It is good. And now the Chiefs go up by 1 score. It's 14-7. Timeout. Game 4 of the World Series. I mean, I think if it goes to 7, I might, get that last game hype in. If it goes to game 7, I might do it. Depending on what y'all want to do. Yeah, depending on what y'all want to do. This is good evening, Jay Mariota with the start. Any update on Daniel's injury? They said he should be back soon. That's what I last read. I think Quinn had said something about, it's going well and he should be back soon. But I'll tell you this: with Daniels being out, I'm not mad about it. I don't. I don't even think you know Commanders fans should be mad because I could see this game going the same way if Daniels was in and healthy, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Um, yeah, I just answered it. Shout out to you, Purple. You had me like thinking back in the mind. I'm like, did I answer? I know I answered. I just talked about. Okay, yeah, we good. We good. This is my opinion. I think my Chiefs need more juice in the backfield because Pacheco ain't the same since he broke his leg. Um, yeah, and Pacheco runs like, or I should say, Scatabo. Scatabo reminds me of Pacheco, right? That head down, um, running like a kid, stomping run. And, we see that Scatabo just went out with, the dislocated ankle. It's kind of crazy. Um, the way they run, it's a hard run. I'm going to run through everybody. I don't care, and those guys normally tend to end up getting injured. Now, you've got, Kareem Hunt back there. He's your hard, grunt running back. Pick up your 3-4 yards. Pacheco's, that long distance, 7-8 yard type situation runner. But it reminds me of the Zeke and the Pollard days, right? The Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard days when the Cowboys had those two as running backs. Um, but I mean, you could be right. Maybe pick up another running back, for that backfield. It couldn't hurt. Couldn't hurt. So here we go. As the Chiefs will kick it back to the Commanders. This was touched, goes out of bounds, muffed it. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 1. That is a bad mistake that you don't want to make. As he muffed it and then it rolls out of bounds at the 1. That is a bad break. Special teams coaches going to be livid on that one. Shout out to Gab the Reader. Says while I want the Chiefs to win, I need McLaurin to step up this game a lot more. He's my last hope to keep my undefeated status on fantasy football. Yeah, a lot of running going on, a lot of short passing. It's quite possible. You still got time. So here we go. 1st and 10 at the 1 for these Commanders as they go to the run right up the middle. And they'll pick up maybe a yard or two. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. Since I've been a Chiefs fan my whole life, bad years too, and I just wish we could have half of Jamal Charles back. Listen, a lot of people forget about Jamal Charles. Jamal Charles was a beast. He's from that old group of running backs, the Derrick Henrys and, the LaDainian Tomlinson and those kind of guys. Jamal Charles was a madman back there. Hard to tackle, hard runner. Good run after contact, as this is going to be a quick throw here right down to the 21. Big pickup, and there you go. McLaurin for 18 yards. Ask and you shall receive, Gab the Reader. 18 yards from McLaurin. This puts the Commanders down to the 22, 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Shout out to you, Teresa. Says, oh, wow, what a gift. Without a doubt. Shout out to you, Josh Hoggins. I appreciate you. So here we go. 1st and 10 for these Commanders at the 22 as Ertz motions. Little delayed handoff, cut back in, tries to break a tackle, but will go down for about 5. And that will lead to 2nd and 5 at the 27. Says Bills over KC, but lose the next week in a letdown game to the Dolphins. Listen, I don't really be trying to think that far ahead. As Mariota's going to throw this one away, try to fit it over to Deebo Samuel. It's going to be incomplete, 3rd and 5. Let the Bills play the Chiefs and then get through that one before we start talking about the Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, because I'm sure that's where their heads are at as well. They're not worried about no Dolphins. you got to go handle Kansas City before you get there. So here we go. 3rd and 5, as we're now down to 8 minutes and some change here in the third quarter. 3 seconds on the play clock. As Mariota takes a snap, the Chiefs bring everybody. High throw, right side, almost picked. That's going to be incomplete as Cook drops it. This will lead to 4th and 5 and a punt from the Commanders. And if I'm not mistaken, is this the second punt for the Commanders? Yeah, I think second punt. Man, Cook should have came up with that pick. That was a drop he's going to definitely want back. So here we go, 4th and 5. Commanders will punt it away. And here we go. Kick is off. Almost blocked. But this will be taken here from the 15. Hits that right side down to the 20. Cuts back in. And will go down at the 25. 1st and 10 Chiefs. Scott says we lost to the Falcons because Babbage called poor defense and Cook had limited touches. If we replayed that game, we'd blow them out. It's so hard to say. It's hard to say for a couple of reasons. I think that the offense just wasn't prepared. Josh Allen didn't look like Josh Allen. People weren't catching the ball. The offense was wildly unprepared. So I think even if, you have a scenario where Babbage would have put together a defense that could have got an extra stop or two, it still would have been, such an interesting dynamic for Atlanta to win that game. But with that said, I think I finally figured out Joe Brady. He is the check down king. And I was so aggravated about figuring out, I'm like, why does he keep calling these short plays? Why does he keep going, these short screens and, quick slants and things like that? And, his game plan is revolves around the being a check down king. So there you go. Says Chiefs defense backfield needs to work to secure interceptions. Could be like 3 or 4 picks so far. I agree. McDermott admitted he called the defense yesterday. So what does that mean? What's going to happen next? I think when you play too conservative, those kind of things happen, right? So, and that goes for any team. When you start changing up your game plan and you stop doing the explosive plays and you play more conservative, you have the issues moving down the field. When you switch up your defense that plays, a soft zone, in which I think every team in the NFL has a speedy wide receiver, these guys are going to get open and make plays. So, I'm just glad they had a good game. But once again, next week is where you'll really see what it translates to. So here we go, back to it. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Pacheco on the right side, still going, big run, as he'll pick up about 10 yards. And that's going to be 1st and 10. Dodgers tied the game 4-4. Yo, wasn't it just 4-1? That's crazy. Wow. It was just 4-1. They tied it up. So 1st and 10 after the 10-yard carry by Pacheco. We're now down to 7 minutes and 30 seconds here in the third quarter. 10 seconds on the play clock as Mahomes directing traffic. The Commanders show a 4-man rush. Pressure for Mahomes. Steps up in trouble. Quick throw. This is going to be caught here. Big pickup as Smith-Schuster reels it in for 24 yards. First down. First down. So it's not trying to be a homer, but everyone is always at risk for losing after they play the Chiefs. If you look at records, a lot of teams lose after playing the Chiefs. It's hard on the whole team. Oh yeah, without a doubt. I'm not negating that. I mean, it's just the wear and tear on the team and the physical, the mental, toll that it takes on the whole team after such, an important game. I could definitely see where, that kind of situation could happen for sure. So it's going to be a handoff here. It looks like maybe a gain of a yard. And this will lead to 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. Shout out to you, Joseph. What up, man? Says, I hope the Commanders win. I hate the Chiefs. It's got some strong hate in the chat tonight. So here we go. 2nd and 9 for these Chiefs at the 40 on the Commanders side as we have motion. Mahomes takes a snap, throws right down the middle. This is going to be caught by Rice, and it looks like that ball may have came out. Well, let's say he held on to it. 1st and 10. Let's see what happened here. All right, so he's got it. Ball was punched out. Wow, good hands on the defense, but better hands by Rice. That ball was punched out. Fortunately for him, he lands right on it and gets it back. What a recovery. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. They've had 8 fumbles and 0 fumbles lost, as this is thrown over to Worthy on the right side for a yard. It's now 2nd down. 2nd down. Shout out to you, Rodney. What up, man? Yo, good to see you, bro. We're down to 5 minutes here in this 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have 117 yards in this 3rd quarter, and the Commanders have 25. So a lot of offense from the Chiefs and not as much at all from the Commanders. Here we go. 2nd and 8. As we're now down to 5 seconds on the play clock. Mahomes back in the shotgun. As play action steps up, throws left side now. This is going to be caught. As Rice on a big run, he'll pick up 9, maybe 10, give him the 1st down at the Commanders 14. And so we now see that the Commanders defense is starting to get a little tired, right? They've been out there playing to their best. And now they're getting a little tired. So this offense for the Chiefs is able to open things up and try and put some distance between themselves, as it's going to be a toss to the right side. Worthy now, as he picks up 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. Says an ad for a holiday touchdown. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. 2nd and 6 as we're now approach the 3-minute and 30-second mark for these Chiefs. Score 7-14, 14-7. Chiefs up in the red zone at the 10 as Mahomes takes a snap, has time, rolls right, quick throw, end zone, and that is caught by Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. And there it is. There it is, 20-7. Kelce holding on, strong arming for the ball, 10-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs will go up 2 scores. Pinning the extra point, 21-10, and he's wide open. Like I said, that defense just playing way more soft than what they were at the beginning, as they've been wore down by the run. So extra point is up. It is good. Right down the middle. Scores now 21-7 with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Says it's hard to hang with the speed. Man, you might be able to for the first part, but 60 seconds is a long time to try to cover them. I agree. Shout out to Reverend. Says, I think the Commanders forgot to bring a full game with them. Right? They started off so strong in the beginning, and then, second half wasn't as, aggressive, wasn't as, motivated. Kind of interesting. Quick shout out to Papa Morty, as well as Andrew Vossler for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Says, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. See, they got to cut me a check. I'm plugging State Farm, yo. That is not an endorsement for Jay, just so y'all know. We just singing the jingle and having fun. Duffy says, just need Hollywood Brown for one reception to win 1,900. My blood pressure is through the roof. What? One catch for 1,900? That must be on a parlay. That's crazy. Let's see what's going on with the fantasy. How we doing? Ooh, we up by 7, y'all. And they got Worthy. We up by 7. And they got Worthy. I don't know. We'll see. Papa Morty says, as a Chargers fan, I need a Commanders comeback here. Yeah, I mean, listen, the defense was playing lights out in the beginning, but they've kind of just slowed down. I mean, at some point your defense is going to do that, right? They played very strong. They've kept this game as close as they can for as long as they could. And at some point your offense has to step up and start making plays. And unfortunately, they've, allowed to get behind 2 scores now. So if you're going to make this a game, you got to come down and score now. You got to come down and score now. Oh, you said 19,000. I thought that was 1,900. That's crazy. So this is why I was so vital for Washington. Should have fought to get points with the 2 turnovers, 3 trips to KC side in the first half. We said it. You got to take advantage of those turnovers. You had 2 of them. You didn't take the field goals on either one. You had 2 opportunities for field goals. I mean, right then and there, sure, that could have put you at 13, but it's just a 1-score game then. There you go. So kickoff back to the Commanders. It's going to be a touchback. And they'll take it to the 30. 1st and 10. Jasper says, I hope that show Daniels on the sidelines. Let's see if he's smiling and cheesing anymore. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I just think at the end of the day, you have a situation where you need Mariota to play lights out at this point, right? If you're going to keep the Commanders in it, you got to come down the field and score now. So here we go. 1st and 10 as Mariota takes a snap. Pressure, quick throw, right side. This is caught on a screen, goes nowhere as the Chiefs bring the rain. It's going to be 2nd down. 2nd down. Update for Daniels. I seen that he should be back soon, maybe within the next week or 2, something like that. 2nd and 10. 15 seconds on the play clock as Mariota directing traffic. We have motion. Once again, the Chiefs bring the blitz. Mariota has time, throws high, left side. That's going to be caught. Tries to make a move and can't get out of the tackle. Will get maybe a yard. It's now 3rd and 7. Now, once again, right, these short check down plays, you need to get down the field. You need chunks of yardage. Going out to the flat is not going to get you the gains that you need when this defense is able to close out so fast. Now you're in a 3rd and 8 situation and you got to throw the ball down the field. I just don't get it. I don't understand some of the game plans that these coordinators do in these kind of scenarios. But here we go, 3rd and 8. Mariota back in the shotgun, throws high. Left side, going for it. Is that caught? He was either out or that's a catch. And that was a hell of a catch. They're going to say he did not catch it, y'all. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. He caught it. Was that elbow and knee down? The knee was down. But this ain't college. He was out of bounds. That's going to be incomplete. What a catch, though. We're going to acknowledge the catch, but was the elbow and the right elbow and the right knee seems to be down before that left knee goes down. So we'll see how they rule this here because this is interesting. Yeah, that right elbow and the right knee is down before that left knee touches out of bounds. And that is close. But what a catch, y'all. What a catch by McLaurin. That man is talented. Absolutely talented. You can't deny that. That man can ball. Either way, that one's going to be a highlight. It's going to be a highlight. And he did get the catch. Rule that as a catch, 25 yards for McLaurin. 1st and 10, Commanders, y'all. 1st and 10, Commanders. Wow. So this is when the Chiefs defense starts to bring some heat. They got to be able to get some without bringing the house. Listen, the very little separation just dives out for that ball and able to maintain control and keep half of his body in bounds. That was a crazy catch. That was a crazy catch for sure. So here we go. We're down to 1:50 here in the third quarter, 1st and 10. And here we go as Mariota under center. Play action, little reverse to Debo. Cuts back inside, and he goes nowhere. It's going to be 2nd and 9. I thought he was going to throw it. Shout out to you, Crystal. Yeah, it was a catch. Says it takes 2 seconds to duck out, hit the like, and duck back. Shout out to you, Charles. Yeah, we're at 202 likes, y'all. Make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. Next goal is going to be 250. We just need 48 more likes, 48 more thumbs up to hit 250. I do appreciate the love and support. Quick shout out to JoJo Boy 325 for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Here we go. Quick throw, right side. This is going to be caught, but short of the line. And this will lead to 3rd and long. Once again, these out to the flat throws, short throws. I don't get it. Throw down the field. Do you not trust your quarterback to throw down the field? He's had a couple good throws. It's 2nd and long situation. Now 3rd and long. Throw the ball down the field. You just did it. Feed McLaurin. That's your playmaker right now. So here we go. 3rd and 11. 3 seconds on the play clock. Mariota takes a snap. Pressure. Steps up. In trouble. He goes down. And he's mad about it. Slams the ball on the ground. Highly upset. And this will lead to 4th down. Throw the ball down the field. I don't get it. And so you get caught up in these situations where you get sacked because they've been bringing the house every time. So why isn't the play call, hey, we know they're coming, throw the ball down the field? Dial it up. It's so crazy to me that you're down 2 scores and you're doing dink and dunk plays. It makes no sense to me. No sense. It's crazy. This is when they learn sweeps and screens don't work well against the Chiefs this year. When will they? Listen, it doesn't work for any team when you're down 2 scores in a late game scenario. It's about to be the fourth quarter, right? So if I'm coaching or if I'm the coordinator, I'm calling in plays to get chunk yardage, not running plays or short plays to where we get tackled and the clock is still running and we haven't gained any yards. It doesn't make sense from an analytical point of view. It doesn't make sense from trying to keep the game, trying to get any kind of momentum back on your side. It doesn't work. It never works. And it aggravates me because I see it so much. It's crazy. It's crazy. Says they will throw one at the end down 3 scores. That's what I'm saying. They'll do like the 50-yard bomb when they're down 3 scores and it doesn't matter, and get a garbage time touchdown. It's weird. Shout out to Vincent. Says 2 words: Cliff Kingsbury. Terrible with Kyler Murray and terrible for the Commanders. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I don't get it. I don't get it. Former backup quarterback to J.P. Lossman and Tom Brady. His brain doesn't work like the rest of it. Shout out to J.P. Lossman. Imagine being J.P. Lossman's backup. You have to be terrible to be J.P. Lossman's backup. Wow. Mariota ain't no chump. Second string. Yeah, throw the ball. Listen, he's decent. And I think he got really frustrated because, hey, he knows he was doing really good. Not just decent, not just okay. He was doing really good in the first half. He was playing really good football, almost mistake-free. The interception that happened was definitely on Debo. It hit Debo in the face, bounced off his face mask, and then it got picked off. But everything after that, Mariota was playing great football. And so you get to the second half, you kind of see where they switched up the game plan and the defense gets tired. I don't get it. And this is why I said, someone said, well, do you think the game would be different if Daniels was in? I don't, because the play calling has shown that they don't feel comfortable with throwing the ball down the field against a team who's prepared to rush and blitz the quarterback. It's crazy. He was third string. He was third string, the JP. Crazy. So Jay, you know what makes sense? We don't have to wait until week 9, no matter what happens in that game. The Chiefs are back. You don't see it. I do. What's the record? 4-3? 4-3. So with this, they'd be 5-3. I mean, we gotta look at the schedule and see what's really going on, but I don't think it gets easier. I think it does get harder, especially when we get into the colder months. And the competition changes. You got the trade deadline coming. A lot of pieces are going to get moved. A lot of things are going to change up before it gets cold. I mean, it's already cold, but you know what I mean. So we'll see. It's too early. So Jalen always throws under pressure. His O-line is terrible. Just make it make sense. Says all they have to do is name the playoffs. Listen, if the Chiefs do make it in, let's say even as a wild card, right? Then we know what Mahomes is capable of doing, and how he can potentially make his way to an AFC championship. But if things go south and they run into some roadblocks, it's quite possible that they may not make the playoffs. There's a lot of different scenarios that can happen, right? You got to stay healthy. We know that his ankle starts to act up towards the later weeks of the season. A lot of things need to continue going right for the Chiefs if they're going to make it to the playoffs. So there you go. So we're going to start the fourth quarter with the Chiefs getting the ball with the punt. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 6 as we get started. Here we go. Travis Kelce motions. Quick throw right side. This is to Worthy as he gets brought down for about 9 yards. And this will lead to second and about 1. Second and 1. Brings out the best, without a doubt. They might be 4-3, but schedule gets easy after Bills, and they have played everyone close. I mean, I hear everybody saying that. You know, everyone says that about every team. But when that snow hits the ground and it gets cold outside and that ball gets a little slippery and turns into a rock, things start to change a little bit. As this is going to be Kareem Hunt up the middle. Big run for 11 yards. This is going to put Kansas City to the 26, first and 10. First and 10. Yeah, half the season's left. Still a lot of football. A lot of football, for sure. For sure. So, what do we got? We're at 211 likes. Make sure you guys keep hitting that like, hit that thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, do subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream. And here we go, first and 10. Toss to the left side now, breaking through, finding space. As this is going to be another huge run after the toss there. Another 11 yards for Hunt. There's also a flag down. They're going to call holding on the offense. They're going to call it on Rashee Rice. So repeat first down, first and 16. Mahomes won a ring with broken kneecaps. Listen now, we give Mahomes credit, but he ain't win with no broken kneecaps now. He had to get that ankle taped up. So here we go, first and 16 after the hold. As Mahomes fakes the throw on the run, he gets sacked, brought down, loss of a yard, and it'll now be second and 17. So Jay, bring the weather into the equation, but rightfully so in the winter months, without a doubt. You can't deny the was it that third element, the weather. You got the refs, you got the fans, and you got that weather in the mix. That changes things. That changes the whole dynamic as far as how these games go. And, real football weather. That's what we all love to see. Second and 17 as Mahomes takes a snap. Pressure, rolls out, left side, has space, fake the throw, and gets rid of it at the end here to Rice. Big pickup as he will get about 20 on the gain. That leads to first down. And look what's going on here now. A little pushing and shoving. There's a flag. Oh, no. Let's see what happened here. So it looks like, okay, Rice catches the ball. He gets tackled. Oh, Rice threw the ball at Martin's head. Well, that was a bonehead play or a mistake. What are you doing? So you catch the ball, get the first down, then you get hit with a taunting call. So that is going to take you back to the 29, first and 10. All right. Bills and Colts, and then a bunch of weaker or AFC West teams. But yeah, I mean, you're acting like divisional rivals are easy. And considering what the Broncos just did to the Cowboys, the Chiefs better be on alert. Better be on alert. So here we go, first and 10. So y'all be thinking that the Broncos are still the Russell Wilson Broncos. Those are the Bo Nix Broncos. First and 10 for these Chiefs as Mahomes takes a snap. They go to the handoff here. Pacheco on the left side takes a big shot, but he picks up about 14 on the carry. And another first down for the Chiefs. It says they know their O-line strengths and weaknesses. I agree. Now Rice goes up to explain it to Andy Reid, and Andy Reid just looks down at the play sheet. It's like, if you don't get out of here with that. Andy Reid didn't want to hear nothing. He's like, just go over there and sit down. Get out my face. Here we go. Another handoff to Pacheco as he picks up about 4 yards. It's going to be second down. That was actually pretty hilarious. I called Aaron Glenn and said, cool, that's enough wins for the season and win for Mangold, but don't blow the first round draft pick, please. I'll take Broncos, probably split the series, have played Knicks before, but like I said earlier, it's hard to keep up. Like I said, so I thought he was throwing the ball at the ref. Well, the problem is he hit Martin in the head with the ball. So I think that's the situation that causes the problem, as Mahomes is going to throw this across his body. It's going to be caught by Gray, as this will lead to another first down for the Chiefs. And there is a commander down on the field clutching his ribs, it looks like. That is not good. Clock stops here at 10:22 for the commander injury. Cassie's channel said it was a mistake. I don't know. If you throw the ball to the ref, you throwing it to the ref. You don't hit somebody in a helmet and act like you throwing it to the ref. Kinlaw was injured on the play, and that's not good. That's not somebody you want to see injured down on the field. Kinlaw for the Commanders is currently down for the Commanders on the field. It says, OMG, I hope he's all right. I hate when people get hurt. Yeah, it's tough. Hopefully, it's not too serious. It's sad. It's, the game and the contract that they signed up for it. But hopefully, it's not too severe and he's okay, able to walk it off. Hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him. Right? So score is 21-7. Kansas City has the ball down at the Commanders 39 with 10 minutes and 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. This is unbelievable. Looks so cool on that 15-yard completion. I mean, you just can't be throwing the ball at people's heads. That's all. Top of the seventh, 4-4 Blue Jays. It's still 4-4? Dang. Y'all, we up 117-32 to 112-10 in the fantasy. And they've got Worthy. We only up by like 5.2 points. If Worthy gets a touchdown, we're toast. But it's quite possible because there's still a lot of time left. Says Kinlaw and Louisville Rejets, if you want to lose, poach their team working for Washington. Yeah, just pick at them. So it looks like, I'm trying to see what happened here. Okay, so looks like Gray catches it and Kinlaw just came down awkward. But he's on the bench as they're checking on him. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs as they go back to the run with Kareem Hunt right up the middle before he gets slammed down. And he'll pick up about 8 yards as he got slammed down pretty tough. Mahomes is looking for another flag. And they'll call it 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Kansas City has 131 rushing yards to the Commanders' 50. 2nd and 3. Here we go. Direct snap to Pacheco. No. They'll go back to Mahomes. Little reverse action. Looking. Throws right side high. Gets it over to Gray. That's going to be incomplete. It's now 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Listen, they've been tied at 4-4 since what? The 3rd inning? 4th inning? Them boys playing ball in the World Series. Playing ball. So 3rd and 2 at the Commanders 31. I could see a scenario where you do a little play action here, maybe catch him off guard, pick up a first down. So here we go. 3 seconds on the play clock as little toss right side to Rice, breaks through. Making it look easy. 11 yards for Rice as they'll get down to the Commanders 20. It's now 1st and 10. 1st and 10. So I will say I may be used to the bad Broncos, but I think they've only beaten Patrick Mahomes once since 2018, and that was several different quarterbacks. We can't deny the fact that Kansas City almost lost to the Broncos by 1 point, and they got lucky because they blocked a field goal. That says something because they should have lost that game. As they go back to the run here, this will be for about a yard. And they played lights out. It was a hard game. It was a hard battle, right? Divisional games are always tough. But they're only up by 1 point. And the Broncos were at, the 30? You know, it should have been a chip shot field goal for the game. Blocked. Talk about a horseshoe. So here we go. Here we go. 2nd and 8. As Mahomes steps up, fakes the throw on the run. This is going to be caught by Rice. Big run in, touchdown. And once again, Chiefs coming down the field strong. 18-yard touchdown reception. Rashee Rice. And there it is. This is okay, Jay. I'm going to start with all the Mahomes doing great comments. I got enough smiles out of you tonight. And congrats on that 75,000 subs as well deserved. Man, shout out to you guys. I just smacked my hand on my desk. Shout out to you guys for making it happen. You know, if it wasn't for each and every one of you, this wouldn't exist. So I appreciate all you guys for being here. All 75,000 of you. It's been a great ride, and we're still going. We're still going, man. Still going. I feel good. Y'all feel good. And we're just having a good old time enjoying this sport that we all love. Without a doubt. So, Rashee Rice gets 18-yard touchdown. Extra point is good. Score is now 28-7 with 7 minutes and 52 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Jasper says this game was so easy for us. Y'all was not saying that in the first half. In the first half, Chiefs fans and Commanders fans was on the edge of their seats. But that Commanders defense got tired, and Mahomes started doing Mahomes things. There you go. Says, no doubt Knicks is straight up, and I'm sure he will have a great career, but Knicks can't pass and catch and run the ball or cover receivers. I agree. But, you know, if there's any sign of momentum for the Broncos, it's beating, you know, the Cowboys who have talent and, you know, holding a quarterback like Dak Prescott down to, what is it, 6 fantasy points? 6? It's crazy. Cassie's channel says, that's all right. They still won. Don't do that, man. Listen, we know they won. We give them their props. It should have never came down to that situation, though. I really do wonder what's the problem with Mahomes, though. Yes, they're getting their wins, things like that, but there's a lot of loose ends to that. You know, Mahomes threw on 2 picks, and you could say, well, it was Kelce's fault. But ball placement used to never really be a problem for Mahomes, and I think where he places that ball now is the cause of why some of these, you know, catches are not made and potentially lead to interceptions. So, you know, just something to talk about. So that's why our mini camp and spring camp are so intense period to build our stamina. I agree. KC played Dallas on Thanksgiving, and I'm legit worried about it. That's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. That's when Dallas is at their best, right? It's always Thanksgiving Day, Turkey Day. I remember Jason Witten used to be the man on Thanksgiving Day. That's all they would talk about. Jason Witten this, Jason Witten that. For those Cowboys. But yeah, I'm excited for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is actually one of my favorite holidays. And can't wait to cook the turkey and the baked mac and cheese and the collard greens and the mashed potatoes and the yams and the apple pie and the peach cobbler and all that good stuff. All right, y'all. 7:52 on the clock. It's 1st and 10 for the Commanders now, and here we go. Mariota back in the shotgun. 5 wideouts. 10 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap. And play is blown dead. False start. Shout out to Crystal, says, y'all making me hungry. Listen, we cooks. Cooks it all. Says, yes, I agree. Patrick makes knucklehead passes sometimes. It's not knucklehead passes. I just think that he's got to reel it back in. Sometimes the passes get away from him. As this is going to be thrown left side incomplete to McNichols. 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. JM football, yeah, man. Without a doubt. Scores 28-7 with 7 minutes and 48 seconds here on the clock. Commander's bench looks highly, highly upset about this game. 2nd and 15, Mariota back in the shotgun. Takes a snap, has time, steps up, in trouble, rolls right on the run. And he will get tripped up, but not before picking up about 5, maybe 6. And it's going to be 3rd and 9. As he gets tripped up by Jones on the defense. Mariota seems to be the only one not giving up on offense. It's really interesting how that works, right? Everyone else looks defeated. Mariota's out there like, listen, I still want to get out here and do my best. So Commanders have Seahawks, Lions, and Dolphins coming up in the next 3 weeks. On a 3rd and 9 here, 4 seconds on the play clock. Mariota takes a snap. Chiefs bring 5. Ball is dropped by Ertz. This is just not their day. And that's, as I'm looking at it here, that's right on the money. Ertz, you got to catch that. You got to catch that, Ertz. That's right in your hands. Not good. So you name it. Beans, greens, tomatoes. 4th and 9, they'll punt it away. With 6:55 on the clock. This will be taken here to the right side. Still going, trying to get around that edge. Gets to the 39. And that's where the Chiefs will start. 1st and 10 with 6:46 on the clock. We're expecting to just try and run this clock out here. Going back to that second Mahomes pick, even though the ball hit Kelce right in the hands, you can argue that Mahomes threw it too hard. Like I said, regardless of who the ball was through to, the stat sheet shows the interception. Now, does it matter when you've got the win? No. But if you lost this game, best believe you're getting scrutinized for having those 2 picks, even if it was the receiver's fault. Because the pick is on your stat line. So, Chiefs lost to Raiders on Christmas. That was a good day. I remember that game. There was a lot of upset Chiefs fans for sure. Also, there's going to be a flag on the Chiefs. So they'll bring it back to the 15, 1st and 10, 6:46 on the clock. Mariota is the backup. In my opinion, the starter should be more juiced up. I get it, you're losing, but the last Washington drive was bad. And if they just tried, it might be closer. To be honest, I don't know what happened after halftime, but for some reason, it just seems like they knew they were going to lose. Demoralized in a sense. And I don't get why. The game was still close. But obviously we started seeing like a tired defense, and whatever offensive changes they made just didn't work. Didn't work. Oh, my bad, y'all. I got to turn off this heater. I'm getting hot. It's getting a little hot. Top of the 4th says 4-5 Blue Jays. Oh, top of the 7th. Man, they up. All right. Dang. Says, but we love drinking those tears. Agree, Jay. I think they gave up on their way to the half. Yeah, and see, the problem is when you don't take those points, right? You had 2 scenarios where you took the ball away from Mahomes and you didn't capitalize on those points. In fact, it was a 4th and 1 at like the 30 on the Kansas City side. You take those points, even with the Chiefs scoring, you keep it a 1-score game. But, you know, when you don't take those points and you allow the Chiefs to score twice and obviously then score a 3rd time, things get out of hand and then it's over. So here we go. Handoff here to Hunt. As he'll get it going on the right side, picks up 4 yards on the carry. Says Andy Reid happened. That's what adjustments. Okay. I mean, you know, Quinn didn't make no adjustments. Nothing good, huh? So Mahomes has a career high 3 pass touchdowns with 4 seconds to throw. Crazy. 2nd and 6. Still have Kareem Hunt in the backfield with Mahomes. As Mahomes takes the pass, I don't know, he gets dropped all the way back to about the 5. And there's a flag on the field. So we got to see what this one's about. So he gets sacked way before any kind of flag was thrown. And I'm assuming it may be on the Chiefs. Or because he threw Mahomes down. Please tell me there's not a flag because he threw Mahomes down after sacking him. Okay. Like, come on. What? This, oh my, wow. I have no words. I have no words. I don't. Unnecessary roughness because he picked Mahomes up and threw him down while he was getting sacked. All right. Shout out to you, Timothy. What's up, bro? Good to see you. So we're now down to 5 minutes and some change. It's now 1st and 10 at the Kansas City 23. I just don't get that one. So handoff to Hunt. And he'll go nowhere. No gain on the run. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. So everyone says you got to gamble to beat the Chiefs. You don't have to gamble, but you do have to take whatever points you can get. Yeah, I mean, take the points. Take the points. So, He flung Mahomes in the end zone. I just, was it that bad? Was it that bad? As this is going to be thrown here to Worthy, and he'll get to that right side. This kid is so fast. He was almost tackled on that left side. He gets to the right side, picks up about 9 yards, 11 yards. Dang, we got to see what's going on with the fantasy, y'all. Oh, it's 114 to 117. 4:42 on the clock. 1st and 10. Can't throw the Kermster down. Unnecessary. Yeah, that's crazy. Here we go. As they go back to the handoff here to Pacheco now. And this will lead to no gain on the run. Clock rolling as we're down to 4 minutes and 30 seconds and some change. 2nd and 9. No, it wasn't right, but the refs thought so. I just didn't think it was that bad. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I get it. We don't want to see anybody get injured. I just don't think it was that bad. So, but here we go. Handoff to Pacheco once again. Hits that right side. Breaks through for another 1st down. There's also a flag down on the field. And Pacheco is hurt. Oh, no. Oh, that's crazy. He took a shot to the knee. That was terrible. It looks like it was a helmet to the knee. Now, see, this is sad. It's 28-7. You're still handed off to Pacheco, right? You're trying to run this clock down, and he takes a shot to the knee, and now that's going to have to get checked out. That was a really bad shot to the knee. You don't like to see that at all. And it's going to be 2nd and 14. So Hunt comes back in. We're down to 3:55. And they go back to Hunt left side on the run. He'll pick up about 5. And clock will roll. Clock will roll. So I guess since there's only one game from Monday Night Football, someone decided to give us 2 games in one. I think what did they have? They had something. Oh yeah, it was like hockey, basketball, the World Series, and football all at the same time tonight. Crazy. Shout out to you, Daryl. No problem, man. I mean, he looks to be okay. He's walking around. He looks to be okay. Shaking it off. All right. I mean, if he feels good, shaking it off. Hopefully he's not just playing it off. You know what that adrenaline does sometimes. You know, something really going on internally. You just, I'm good. And then when you go in that locker room and that adrenaline come down, that pain, you have that pain. So Kansas City's going to call a timeout at 3 minutes and 10 seconds. It's now 3rd and 9 for Kansas City. So with Pacheco, recent leg break, I hope it didn't set him back. Either way, I would absolutely not let him play more tonight. Yeah, I think he's done. Let Kareem finish things up. Get out of there with the win. You don't need to have anybody else get injured. The tale of 2 halves. Yeah, right. You get the electrifying first half and then the complete domination Play the Chiefs the second half. So there you go. Prince Sativa says Chiefs going back to the Super Bowl. Listen, it's quite possible. It is quite possible, right? There's, like I said, it's an open season right now. We're almost halfway through the season. It's anyone's game at this point. You've got the Colts who are 7-1. It's anybody's season at this point. So there you go. But Jake, what are you talking about? The Colts are not going to make it. You don't know. The problem with the Colts is they're a team that now has an identity that nobody's figured out. Everyone's sitting there like, yo, how the hell the Colts 7-1? And by the time you figure that out, they're going to be in the playoffs. And then who knows what's going to happen then. Shout out to you, Legends. Says bottom of 7th. Dodgers and Blue Jays tied 5 apiece. Yo, this is crazy. Wow. Colts are dangerous. That's what I'm saying. I think it's a sleeper team, and everyone's looking at that record like, oh, it's just the Colts. And before you know it, they're going to be in this weird moment or weird game where they might shock some people. So here we go, 3rd and 9. Quick toss to Rice this time. He picks up about 4. And it's going to be 4th down. Now they're going to run this clock out and try to punt this thing away. So it's just like Tampa. They went in with no help. Yeah, and that's, I think that's where the parity thing comes in, right? Because Baker Mayfield is having a ball. He's doing great, even though, Tampa Bay's kind of slowed down a little bit. They still have a lot of momentum, especially in the South. As this is going to be taken here from the 5, breaks through, and we'll go down out to 20. We're down to 2 minutes and 16 seconds here. Shout out to Daryl. This is so much better than listening to these podcasts. Beg for donations for beer bong. Nah, man, I'm not begging for nothing. Whatever you guys want to do to help support the channel, I appreciate it. But I'm not on here begging, man. I'm just here to have a good time with y'all and talk about sports. And, since I started this, we've it's always been like, hey, we're just all in one big living room chilling out watching the game. I'm not super hype. I'm not screaming and yelling. I'm not jumping around. That's just not me. And we got a great community, great environment, always good vibes. So shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. Daniel Jones is on autopilot, living the American dream. I agree. And ain't nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. I think it's well-deserved. And if you do remember, some of you may remember, some of you may not, Saquon Barkley told him in an interview to get up out of there. He said, I hope Daniel Jones gets up out of there. And Daniel Jones did. And then now he's being wildly successful. And so I think that's more of a testament to how bad the Giants were. Even though they're a little better now and you've got some pieces in there now with Dart and Scatterbo, I get it. It makes you wonder why they couldn't do that with Barkley and Jones. What happened to the Giants to where you couldn't take the talent that Daniel Jones is displaying now and you couldn't take this force that Saquon Barkley is now and put that together? But you could do it with Jackson Dart and Scatterbo, who is now out for the season. It's weird. It's really weird. Shout out to you, Greg. Says, I want the Chiefs to win again. I'm a Cowboy fan. I want to see everyone's misery like I feel every it's like misery loves company, and I want you to feel exactly how I feel. So I hope that the Chiefs beat everybody so they can feel, everyone in the AFC besides the Chiefs fans can feel what I feel right now. Listen, I understand your pain. I get it. But just, put up a petition for Jerry Jones to sell the team. He's got to go. Jerry Jones has to move on. Shout out to you, Teresa. Says Scottaboo brought so much needed joy back to the game. Without a doubt, I love watching the kid. When he was at Arizona, I watched him ball out. He was amazing in college, and let's transform over to the NFL. But we called it. You can't run that hard. You can't be a wild man like that, and avoid injury playing at that level. It's going to happen. It's inevitable, and it was just when. When is it going to happen? So, when he comes back, I think his game is going to be dialed down a lot, right? I'm not saying he's not going to make explosive plays, but I think when Cam comes back, he's going to play more of a more conservative role, right? He'll have his moments, but that crazy man, I'm gonna run right through you every time and just put my head down, and that's gonna slow down. It's gonna slow down. You can't be consistent playing like that in this league. You'll last for 2 years and be out of here. I'm sure he wants to have a good long career. We want to see him have a good long career. So I hope he heals up and he gets back out there and gets it done. So here we go. 3rd and 5 for the Commanders. As this is going to be thrown high left side. It is picked off, but there is a flag down on the field. So we'll have to see what this one is about. It may be coming back for the Commanders. As it looks like this is going to be defensive offside. 1st and 10 for the Commanders. So yeah, says get some sponsors and get paid. You're great at what you do. Yeah. So the sponsor thing was easy, but the problem with the sponsor thing is it was mostly sports books. So I had an opportunity. I explained this story last year. I explained this story. I had a great opportunity from 2 sports books. You know who they are. I'm not going to mention their names. But I had 2 good opportunities from 2 sports books, and I chose not to do it. And I chose not to do it because I didn't want to promote gambling on the channel. And for those who remember, you already know the story, but for those who don't know, I didn't want to promote gambling on the channel because for me, and this is the reason why I stopped betting on sports, is because I didn't want to be sitting here and not being able to call the game and have fun with the games because I'm hoping that Patrick Mahomes gets 300 yards and 3 passing touchdowns, and it's the 4th quarter with 2 minutes left, and he's got 240 yards and 2 touchdowns. Right? I didn't want to have to go through like the emotions of that of streaming all these games. Like we've streamed probably over 600 games. I didn't want to have to go through all those games feeling like that, and it's been a breath of fresh air for me. It's nothing more relaxing, and I'm not knocking the bettors. Do what you do. It's been a breath of fresh air for me for not having to or not feeling the urge to bet or not feeling the urge to go out there and bet on anything and win and lose money and all, and the rush of that. I get the rush by just calling the games, the excitement just from that. And I'm getting paid. So it's a win-win for me. I'm just being honest. I don't have to go that route. And it would have been nice. The money was good. But the integrity of it and the ability to step aside from that side of the world of sports has been refreshing. And considering all the stuff that's coming out now with the NBA and the rigging and all that, that just adds all the more to my decision I made a year ago. So there you go. All right, so Mariota throws a pick while I was giving the ensemble of a story, and there it is. There it is. Chiefs will take it over. Mahomes will kneel it out, and that will be the end. Chiefs will take it 28-7 on a Monday night as they go on to be 5-3, and the Commanders will go on to be 3-5. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. Says completely understandable. You're a man of integrity. The thing with sponsors mean that you have marched to someone else's drum. Beat even if the contradicts your value morals. Say no to sponsors. Right on, Jay. Sports betting is no good. House always wins. Stick with your core group, man. It's always a great show and experience, without a doubt. Shout out to you, Jeff. Says NBA is going to take a hit on the gambling proceeds with the BS going on there. And that's what I'm saying. Let me switch this over. We'll just chop it up for a little while. We good? We should be good. Oh, I'm all messed up. Hold on, let me fix this. There we go. So we'll open this up here. Can I bring this down? I think I can. That's not what I wanted to do. Come on, Jay. Get it together. You're messing it up. I'll try to get the score in here, but all right, I think I got it. Y'all know me, I'm such a perfectionist. It's not good. All right, I think we're okay now. All right, so quick breakdown. I can't see y'all. I don't think I told y'all that before, but your boy Jay can't see. I can see in my left eye, but my right eye, it's like blurry. I got like a cataract. Yes, it's crazy. You're like, Jay, doesn't that only happen to people in like their 50s and older? Yeah, that's what I was also told by the doctor. But I have like a cataract in my right eye, so my right eye is a little blurry. So like when I'm like squinting and stuff, like I legit can't see sometimes. Especially when I don't wear my glasses, or if I can't find my glasses. That's a whole nother story. All right, so we'll get into this one. Chiefs and Commanders. Obviously, Chiefs take it 28-7. Chiefs move on 5-3. Commanders move on 3-5, heading into Week 9. This was an interesting one because obviously the Commanders started off very strong. The defense played very well. They were able to hold Kelce, lock down that pass, control the run for a little while. And then, of course, had Mahomes throw 2 picks. Mariota also threw a pick. And the game was kind of back and forth, maybe until, the end of the second quarter is when we seen the Chiefs get a touchdown. And then it was still close. It was 7-0, right? So you would think the Commanders had a chance to come back and win, or come back and keep it close, rather. Obviously, that didn't happen after halftime. The Chiefs got into their stride. We started to see that Commanders defense get really relaxed. And I'm not sure if Dan Quinn and this Commanders team really made any proper adjustments heading into the second half, because it seems like they just came out demoralized, deflated, as if, they were going to lose. They did tie it up, obviously, but for some reason after that, the offense was just flat. They couldn't move the ball in the run. They couldn't get the pass going. And that opened up the floodgates for the Chiefs to come down and score, right? Turn it into a 1-score game. It was 14-7. And then they had a chance to come down and hit a field goal, two field goals after the 2 stops. It doesn't make sense as far as why you don't take those points. I get it. Analytics says go for it, but sometimes you got to realize who you're playing. Take the points, Dan Quinn, right? Your starter's not in. You've got Mariota. You got to take what you can get. So, yeah, I think in this one, Chiefs football, they're at home. Everyone expected the Chiefs to win. It looked good in the beginning, but the second half was all Chiefs, with the run. Pacheco did great. Hunt did great. You had some big catches from Kelce, a couple, decent passes to Rice. He had a great game. A couple big touchdowns out of him. So yeah, I think in this one, you got what you expected out of the Chiefs, 28-7. Next week against the Bills, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So there it is. Shout out to you, Wendy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. No problem, Gab. Gab the Reader. Always a good time. Shout out to you, Larry. Thank you for the $1 super chat donation. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Says, dude, even most sports guys on TV have sold out. Every podcast is a betting section. What happens to the love of the game? I'll get to you in a second, DJ Gene. I think that the big problem is this. Let me sit up because I'm getting a little tired. I think the big problem is you can make money off ad revenue, right? But for some people, it's not enough, right? You can make money off the ad revenue. You can make money off the channel donations, sponsorships. You can also make money off of the shopping revenue. You can put up ads for like shopping and things like that. Memberships, there's so many different ways that you don't have to go down that road of the sponsorships. Now, if I was to get sponsorships from like, let's say like Fanatics, right? Sports stuff, right? You sell sports equipment, things like that. That's kind of cool. I've been looking into that. I've been looking into like the whole like new era thing. They're really tricky because they're kind of like seasonal as far as how they do their sponsorships and stuff like that. They want you to be more of an affiliate than sponsor in a sense, which is cool. I mean, you can still make money that way. But I feel like I promote New Era so much without me even like knowing it because I buy their hats all the time. And that's why I've been kind of just like, I have a lot going on in my brain. I have a lot going on that I do throughout the days, but like, it's always in my mind, like maybe I need to stop promoting New Era because I promote them and I'm not getting paid for it. Like right now, this hat right there, it's a New Era hat. So, that's the kind of stuff that I've been thinking about as far as, coming up with my own stuff and promote my own product because I've been promoting New Era for the last 5 years. And I'm not saying like, hey, they need to reach out because I've been promoting them. I just think it's funny because it is a little difficult to get a hold of them as far as in their marketing. And they're actually located in Buffalo. They're headquartered in Buffalo, New York, as ironic as that is. So it's tricky, it's tricky, but there's definitely ways to get good sponsors and feel good about it and not, have to deal with the integrity and the issues of the morals and of where, you're going to make money from and stuff like that. And that's just what it is. It's just what it is. So shout out to you, Jeff King. I appreciate you, man. Without a doubt. Says you and every other streamer who puts the time in, well, maybe not annoying. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not even trying to toot my own horn or like show an ego, but I know I'm the best. I know I'm the best at this, but I'm only the best because my community is the best. And we took the time to, make this something special, and the loyalty that you guys show week in and week out is something special, and that's what makes me want to give my all and provide the best experience that I can. Even when your boy Jay is tired after a long day at work, to hop on here for, I've been streaming for three, sometimes 4 hours. It leaves me with a feeling of relief and joy, because I'll be wired up after the game's over. Some of y'all go right to sleep after the game. I can't do that. When I'm done with these games, it takes me like 30 to 45 minutes to wind down, and then I could go, lay down and go to sleep. But like, just like now, It's 11:19. I won't be falling asleep till like midnight. But yeah. Shout out to you, Robert. Since back in the day, did the NFL make the 49ers owners sell out because of mob ties? I don't know. I gotta check up on that. I didn't. I haven't heard about that, yo. I don't know. You know who y'all gotta check out? Y'all gotta check out Michael Francis video. He explained a lot about the mob stuff and the NBA and the NFL. And this is why I said that I wouldn't be surprised if we see some crazy stuff come out about the NFL, because there's no way that it's just MLB and it's just hockey and it's just the NBA. Right? The NFL ain't clean. And I'm not saying that the NFL and as a whole is corrupt, right? But I do think that there's individuals who can be influenced, and there could be some situations where some things may get brought up, or may come to light. I think that's the reality of it. I think that's the reality of it for sure. For sure. Shout out to TY Roma, says JD5 back, no worries, Commanders Nation. Shout out to you. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't worry about the Commanders. Let Daniels come back, and I think at the end of the day, they'll work things out. Wild card at least. But you need him to come back. You got to get this team back focused. You got to get this team back ready to go, so that they're not able, they don't dig too much of a hole towards the later weeks. Later weeks. This is when you get great at what you do. There is no need to put your foot on the necks of your contemporaries. Yeah, without a doubt. Listen, I remember back when I first started, like I wanted to like network, and there's like people that I'm cool with, big content creators, the 500,000, million, 2 million subscribers, all that. But back early when I first started, like I wanted to work with other people and like do co-streams and stuff like that. Because, back it's like, networking is good and networking is cool for branching out. I found out that a lot of the content creators that were once big in my eyes, or had a big platform, really didn't. Like they had a bunch of numbers, but they didn't have a big community as far as for loyalty and things like that. Now there's certain ones who do. But the ones when I first started that I thought, I was, man, like I'll never hit 20,000, or I'll never hit 50,000. And those same dudes are still at where they're at, and we've surpassed them. So, it just goes to show, and it's taught me a lot, and it's helped me grow over these years, that, you can't look at what other people are doing when God has you going in the direction that you have to go in. And you can't look at someone else's blessings or levels and say, I want that, because he has what he has in store for you when you're ready to get it. And I learned to appreciate that. For sure. For sure. Shout out to you, Jeff. Says, let me go back to Teresa. Says, I remember when you would call just about every game on that day. Glad you're taking it a little easier. Yeah, I had to. So work has gotten a little bit, or a lot busier. Big projects and things like that. So I really have all that much time. I mean, I have time, but not all the time that I used to, because work and business and kids and just life. But I still have time, and I'm still here. I'm not going nowhere. It's just things that had really picked up, and I had to finish a lot of projects, and I'm still working on projects. But as you see, I'm starting to trickle back in. We did the Sunday night, obviously Monday night. So I'm starting to get back to it. It feels good. Says the NFL is corrupt. That ain't no doubt. Forever fixing games. There is a lot that is a lot harder. Yeah, I mean, you've got such a big roster, right? Just hit myself in the face with the mic. Um, you got such a big roster, right? So everyone's not going to be able to keep the same story together. And so that's why I said, if anything is rigged, it could be through the refs, right? And I'm not saying whether or not it's rigged. I'm saying that if anything is rigged, it would be through individuals like the refs, because they're the ones that control the games. They're the ones that can drop a flag, and just like that one touchdown by McLaurin. The ref was so quick to say that it wasn't a touchdown. It was like he didn't even look at it. He's standing right there. This man has the ball in his hands, 2 feet in, well inside the sideline. And the ref's like, no, it's not a touchdown. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you doing? And so it just makes me wonder, like, what's his agenda to say that fast? He didn't take time to, you know how they huddle up? It'll be 4 or 5 different refs talking about, what just happened. No decision made. Just quick, nope, it's no good. And then they had to go to tape for it. But he's well in for the touchdown. It's really crazy. That kind of stuff really, really bothers me. Just because it really, okay, well, why is he saying this? Why is he so quick to jump to that conclusion? Is it because he didn't want it? Because that then changes the whole idea as far as having integrity towards the game. If he didn't want it to be a touchdown, well, what does that mean? Opposed to correctly officiating the game and saying what's fair and what's not fair, and calling it exactly how it should be called. What's the agenda there? That's the question. It's always the question. Shout out to Daryl, says just watched that video. Kind of spooky when Mahomes threw 2 picks. Spooky stuff. Says I remember last year when everyone had Saquon to score a touchdown. He broke for the touchdown and slid down. Yeah, that was a big one for me too. I remember that game. I was sitting here like, and so they always use that excuse of, well, if they got the touchdown, they could have lost the game. And it's like, they got the lead. So you would expect your defense to just go out there and stop them like they have been. And there was a lot of money on Saquon getting that touchdown. A lot of money. Like there was millions on that. And if I'm not mistaken, Saquon didn't have any touchdowns that game. None. But a lot of people had that anytime Saquon touchdown, and he slid at the end zone. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. So bet the fix if you can guess it well. If you guess if all the money is going on a team, bet the other way. Listen, so obviously y'all know I don't bet anymore. But I will tell you this before we wrap it up. I didn't bet parlays all like that. My big thing was, this is where I would make a lot of money. And I'm not advocating for it. I'm just telling you what I would bet. People are so quick to bet parlays because it's so you can make so much money and it's all an illusion, right? $5, I can make $13,000 if these 32 things happen. The most I ever did for parlays was 4 legs because 4 legs was reasonable. Whether it was 4 touchdowns or how many ever yards, whatever. But the big thing for me that made me the most money was the actual drive scenarios. The live drive scenarios were my bread and butter back then. Because if you study the game long enough, you understand how defenses and offenses flow. So whether it was going to be a punt, a touchdown, a field goal, or any other scenario like a fumble or a pick or interception or whatever, it was a little, it wasn't easy, right? Nothing's ever easy when it comes to betting. but it gave me more of an edge because I knew how to predict what an offense was going to do or what a defense was going to be able to do on the drive. And so that was really good. But, you know, like I said, some things you got to let go, you got to move on from because it's not really for you. But all the parlays and all that stuff, I just need this one thing to happen. It almost never happens. It almost never happens. So, shout out to you, Spark. What up, yo? Good to see you. Good to see you. Been a minute. Yeah, all the parlays and stuff. Listen, if you win, congrats to you. I give you a round of applause. And it has nothing to do with being a skill issue, and you can do all this research, and you can go through the analytics, and you can do it all. The best of the best lose parlays. So if you have the best people who understands the metrics and breaks everything down and knows what's going on and knows how to pick them to the T, those people lose by one. Those people lose one leg. The average person doesn't stand a chance. So that's my piece for the night. That's my piece for the night. So there you go, y'all. Have yourselves a great evening. Much love to the Wrench Gang. Much love to the family, all the listeners, all the watchers. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Tomorrow, we'll get into Cowboys, Broncos. We'll get into the predictions for Week 9. I'm going to get in a little early. That way I don't got to worry about it Wednesday. And we'll chop it up. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a great night. And shout out to the Chiefs and the Chiefs fans. Y'all got one. But them Bills going to see y'all next week. Have a good night, y'all.